Well, the cart exploded with a mighty crash as we fell into the sun, and the first one said to the second place there, I hope you're having fun. Bad games on the run. Bad games on the run. Hello, Charky.
Hey, Cass.
Welcome, one and all. Welcome to the Bad Game Hall of Fame. Welcome to Kursed Kart Racers, episode 17. This is the show in which we play the Kursed Kart Racing games. And today is another handheld spectacular, which means kart racers across the Nintendo DS and whatever other portables were on the market, whatever other handhelds. Turns out none of them really fucking mattered. Yeah, that's right. Tiger came out of hiding. It was 2010. The year was 2010. They're like, all right, one last stab. Let's see if we can move a few units here. This chronological retrospective of all the kart racers, which has been slowly, not even that slowly, killing us, very quickly, as the case may be. And especially in this era, the 2010s, the late 2000s and the early 2010s era, where we've been bouncing back and forth between the Wii, the DS, has been some of the worst. I expected the 16-bit, I expected like the SNES era to be just starting from the bottom and like sort of sticking there, and then as the technology got better, I knew there'd be a few stinkers in the Wii era. I didn't realize how bad they would be.
Oh, no, I knew from the start that the Wii era would be abysmal. But you know what? I've been feeling better lately about kart racers.
Why?
In general. So, the other week, Sonic Racing Cross Worlds had its open test, network test, and I played it. And that was like the first time I've had fun playing a kart racer in so long. Like, I played so much of it. It was so good. Like, go figure, having a good frame rate and decent gameplay is really fun. Like, I'm looking at that $90 price tag, and I'm still thinking, do I want to get this? Do I want to get this when it comes out? It's really fun. So I know sometime in the future of this series, we may actually find good kart racers. There is good kart racers out there. We just haven't found them yet. Like, we found, like, a couple. Like, the one with the animals, where, you know, like, it was about animal feed.
Living World Racing. One of the good ones. Yeah, it's...
But one of these days, we're gonna find good ones.
Yeah, I'll believe
Maybe
it when I
tonight we'll
fucking see it. But I doubt we'll be seeing any tonight.
I see one on there.
Okay, maybe bar one. I think there's one tonight, since we are getting back to a proper Mario Kart. It feels like forever since we played a proper Mario Kart on this series, so we got one tonight. And hopefully it's a good one. I never played it. My first time playing it. But we'll get there when we get there. For now, where we need to get to, we're going nowhere fast. But I would like to, somewhere along the way, stop off, pick up a Charky stream snack.
Alright, tonight's stream snack is junkless, chewy granola bars, double chocolate. No fake stuff, real simple ingredients, less sugar, more taste. I've been wanting to get back to having like just smaller stream snack things, like something I don't need an oven for, or the microwave. Something that's just also not a huge meal. It's just like, I just want like a little bar or something. And like in the past when I've done these, I haven't really liked any of them. Something about them has always been like either like too sweet or like too mealy. This one also isn't great.
Great.
It's like, it's pretty bitter, to be honest. And that's gotta be the dark chocolate chips in there. When I got them, I kind of assumed that the double chocolate was like, you know, usually when they say that, that's a milk chocolate and then also milk chocolate. Like milk chocolate bar with milk chocolate chips. And I thought, it's not like I don't like dark chocolate, but this is kind of more bitter than not. So
I like a real dark chocolate. I've been known to have some of the 98% dark chocolates and be like, sweet, tasty. I got dark chocolate in the fridge right now.
I will say at the very least, it being chewy does mean that it is not like... I hate like the really crumbly granola bars. If only because they make a mess everywhere. So this is all right, but I'm probably not going to buy more of these. And our drink tonight is Alani Nu, which is brew. Cass, what do you having?
Monster Energy Ultraviolet.
I always got to ask.
Yeah, no, and it's sometimes it's different. Sometimes it's not Monster Energy Ultraviolet. Sometimes it's the blue Monster Energy. Sometimes I spike it with vodka. You know, a lot of variety from Cass's drink
coffee
corner.
in it.
I would.
Anyway,
I want some Irish coffee, which is to say, coffee with copious amounts of whiskey poured in. I could go for that right now.
I'm pretty sure they make Monster Irish coffee that doesn't have any whiskey in it.
Oh, it's fucking
gross.
Would you get one of? No.
Or would you get one of those and then put whiskey in it?
I don't know if whiskey could save that.
Well, maybe that'll be a future experiment. But that will do it for the stream snack tonight.
Thank you kindly. Slime in chat says, we're probably at the point where Bad Game Hall of Fame could upload at least 1 or 2 full 3-hour compilations purely focused on stream snacks. And that's probably right. Considering we do roughly 200, 300 shows a year at this point. Mm-hmm. And most of them have the stream snack. The stream snack usually goes for 5 minutes. If someone could do some math on that, we might come to some sort of conclusion. But I am not the one. I am the one who's going to take us to the main stage, though. To the 16x9. And who's going to introduce our first game of the night, which is Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament. Released August 3rd, 2010. Developed by Triangle Studios. Published by Zoo Games. An entry in the Calvin Tucker franchise. I
remember that pig.
Yeah, we played the Wii version of this, which means that now we got to get around to that DS version. And yes, as Pro Striker 92 is helpfully pointing out, that a farm animal racing tournament abbreviates to farts. Which, again, were they even thinking when they arranged those words, when they came up with that subtitle? Didn't they realize what they were doing?
I would say, were they even thinking when they came up with the tracks for this game? Because in the Wii version, only the first track was at all redneck themed.
It was a farm, and everything else was like going back to medieval Europe, and I'm just like, I guess medieval Europe had farmers. I guess there were peasants. I guess that's a type of farmer. Let's get this goddamn game launched. Are your hopes high for this one? My hopes are the ceiling.
Team 6.
At least they're coming equipped with the jams. Okay. Where's my cursor? Oh, right, no, this is Melon DS. I have to use my mouse.
Did the Wii version have a story mode?
Hold on. No, I don't think it did. Oh, is it just not recognizing? Oh, it's recognizing your controller. That would explain a lot.
Oh. Okay.
Okay, don't mind me. I think we're okay. I think if I just rebind these real quick, we should have some sort of responses from the buttons on my controller. That's the hope, anyway. Hey! Oh boy, it's one of these, huh? Is it going to be a grand total of 6 tracks? Oh wait, no, they have a next page. Oh, wait, no, next is... I see what they're doing. So first we select the track.
Aha.
Then we select our character. I'll pick this fox, presumably?
You can tell.
We're starting in media res. There we go. Wow, I mean, cartoon aesthetic. Fully realized here.
Fucking duck hunt trees. Are they not even, like, properly rotating to face you?
Let me reverse. Let me reverse. Let me have any sort of input. Thank you. This game's aesthetic, I kind of don't hate it. Oh my god.
Like, this feels like it's a game that takes place in, like, a child's sketchbook.
Ooh, yeah, I like that.
That's not what it's supposed to be, but that's what it looks like.
Let me dial motherfucking 1s and 2s here. There we
I'm
go.
Headful says, I no joke prefer this aesthetic over the Wii version. Like, I don't disagree.
I mean, the Wii version even have an aesthetic, that's the thing.
It had the aesthetic of a $20 Wii game.
Okay, so we have item, we have special that just builds. So I have to keep an eye on that special meter. I hit that, I hit the R button to do, wait, no, the Y button. Whatever the triangle button maps to. X, Y, it's something. The handling here, by the way, in case it needs to be said, not great. That yeehaw sounds like we have a soundboard clip. We have a button on our soundboard of Tails from Sonic Shuffle saying yeehaw. Can I get that in my ears? Can I get a little bit of...
Let me find it. Let me find it. Mm-hmm.
Yeehaw!
That also
There it
works.
is.
I am Headful Redeeming the Say Something Nice also triggers that sound effect, so...
Oh. Oh, now we gotta say something nice. Hey, this aesthetic.
It's cute and cartoony. And the poop icon is no longer photorealistic in the same way that it was on the Wii, which was very upsetting.
Yeah, that was dreadful the first time.
Less so here.
I was gonna ask, you think there's ever been a game that was, like, entirely developer's art? But I think Slay the Spire was that for a while.
I mean, there's definitely a number of games that have done that. Nothing comes to mind right now, but I can guarantee that there have been.
Not counting, obviously, solo dev games where they're an artist who made their own art. I just mean, you know, a game that's entirely placeholder art.
Yeah, I get that, and I'm saying yes.
I know. I'm talking to the crowd.
The tracks are so goddamn narrow. I think that's the big issue here. I think the controls would be fine, maybe, if the tracks themselves weren't so goddamn narrow.
Well, if it helps, it seems that the computer's not having a very easy time navigating.
I'm glad there's some sort of parity between them and me, then. Continue. Huh? Oh, this is a different track.
It is.
It's
also
the medieval fucking Europe track again from the Wii version. So at least they're attempting to mirror the content of the Wii version in some capacity.
I think if I remember correctly, the actual second stage was like beach pirate theme. But there definitely was a medieval stage.
Oh, I dodged that lightning bolt. Also, this is supposed to be story mode, as opposed to the tournament mode.
Right.
Where's the story, Ben?
The story is told through your actions.
Ugh. Getting turned
this is
around is the worst kind of nightmare in this game.
See, this is the scene where your character gets drunk the night before and goes to the wet race.
Oh, I can relate to that.
Unprepared.
Finally, a video game protagonist that I can identify with. I think we're actually a cat and not a fox, like I initially thought. For whatever that's
there's no way
worth.
to tell.
Yeah, because you know, the Wii version had proper, like, you know, they spin around your character on the character select screen so you know vaguely who you're selecting.
Rather than having like a 16-pixel icon.
Yeah. Nintendo DS, not known for its screen resolution, not known for its HD visuals.
I mean, you could have... even if you didn't have room on the bottom screen.
Yeah, you have two fucking
there's
screens.
There's an entirely other screen they could have used to highlight what the character was.
Well, that's how they encourage replay value, you see. They're like, well, players are going to want to know who these characters are, and the only way we're going to let them is if they play the game as every character. So it's actually a stroke of genius. Stop hitting me with shit. I hate having to correct myself.
I don't even know how that happened.
Oh, we should mention, since it's appropriate to do so, since it's going to tie into tonight, what's going on over on the Discord right now in the Bad Game Club, Sharky?
Oh, right. We have our new game of the month, which is, making sure I got the subtitle of this one correct, Burnout Legends on the Nintendo DS.
Which is arguably the worst racing game on the DS. One of the worst driving games on the DS.
I have nothing more to say about it because I haven't played it.
Classic. Haven't played it yet.
Yeah.
I might get in on it.
Played the PSP version.
I might get in. I think Louise PSC finished Burnout Legends in a call the other night. I saw them roll credits on it. Maybe, just maybe. Because, I can't get enough driving games on the DS. Yeah. If this series has taught me anything, if these past couple months where you've been bouncing back and forth between the DS games and others has taught me anything, it's that, boy howdy, do I love the DS as a system for racing games.
We'll be able to find out if it's a kart racer if we need to put it on the show. I don't even know where the finish line is on this one.
No, because they don't indicate it on the mini-map at all. They just show, like, a very rough outline of the track, and they're like, yeah, there's probably a start and finish somewhere on here.
That's not it. I really cannot stop, like, looking at your character and thinking that you're playing as Bubsy.
They're trying to bring Bubsy back. What they really need to do is make a Bubsy kart racer that brings back all the classic Bubsy characters. His niece and nephew, that evil cat lady.
The alien with the two heads. The bull that was like the first boss in Bubsy 3D, right? There was a bull.
Here's our pirate level. Oh, Louise PSC said they didn't roll credits on the game. They went to the menu, rolled credits, and then walked away from their computer. Okay. All right. Well, thanks for the honesty.
I was thinking that it was, like, not a whole lot of time to beat a Burnout game, even for, like, a DS.
Well, it's the only game you're playing. Which is, the commitment we expect from members of our Bad Game Club is to put all other video games on the back burner. It's good because it's a dry month. I don't think there's any big releases that have come out this month. I don't think there's any games of note, as far as I'm aware. So it gives you plenty of time to commit to Burnout Legends on the Nintendo DS. The only game you should be wanting to be playing right now.
So actually, this morning I started playing Final Fantasy 16 for the first time. And I'm getting that sinking feeling that I've gotten myself into something that I'm going to not enjoy too much. Only because I'm like, I'd really like there to be more game and less story. I'm playing a Final Fantasy, I know, but they're throwing a lot of proper nouns at me really fast with no explanation for like what's going on.
Well, that's why you have the in-game encyclopedia, the in-game directory of terms and stuff.
See, that's the thing, because that game has the active time lore, where if you're ever confused, in the middle of a cutscene, you hold a button down and it brings up a grid that's like everyone and everything they're talking about in that scene. You can stop and read it, which, if that's their system for conveying story, it's a bad system because it just stops everything in the middle of plot beats. I've also heard people that say that game is like really weirdly misogynistic. All I can say so far is that the first major female character I've run into so far is like written so poorly. She is so cartoonishly evil in a way that doesn't. It's like if they took the wicked stepmother from Cinderella, right? And they were like, what if we also made her just way weirder? Like, what if we made her motivation make even less sense?
I played
So
the demo.
Forward.
I played up to where the demo ends of Final Fantasy 16. I played that much in the actual game, then I said, I'll get back to this. And then I didn't, because I don't have time to play video games anymore. Who's to say I ever did? One of these days, I'll catch up on all those Final Fantasy 7 post games. That's the last one I think I've ever played in full, was Final Fantasy 7. Then I played Final Fantasy 8, and I'm like, no. And then 9 I thought was pretty cute, but then I fell off somewhere in the middle of Disc 2. And then Final Fantasy 10, because I got my brand spanking new PS2. And I'm like, wow, what a graphical showcase. What a powerhouse. The next generation of gaming is here. Oh, what's the Soul Sphere? No, that's not even the Soul Sphere. It's those goddamn dungeons in that game. The temples or whatever. I hated those, the puzzle dungeons. I had no patience for that shit. And then I just didn't play any Final Fantasies after that. Except for Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth. To try and recapture some of that childhood magic.
I liked 15. Which is, I think, a not popular opinion, but I liked 15. But I don't know, I was playing it and I realized how much story to gameplay I was getting, which again, it's a Final Fantasy, I know, but actually playing it and realizing I was like, I think I'm actually in the mood for no story whatsoever in my games.
By the way, I'm gonna save a save state here, because I want to see what happens if I back out to the menu here. Okay, yeah, so there is a grand total of 6 tracks. Confirmed. Okay, so there is multiplayer. I had to make sure. Right. I wasn't sure. Now I am that there is multiplayer. But again, what is the difference between this and the story mode, as they call it?
Maybe at the very end, like Calypso will grant your wish.
Ooh. I wish that the Kursed Kart Racers series was done. Alright, let's get another window open. Let's get you situated momentarily with some Calvin Tucker. I'll have to make sure that your controller is your controller. Give me an L.
Okay.
Give me an R. Give me an up. Down. Left. Right. X. Y. A. B. Start. Select.
Can I redo L and R?
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
And now, theoretically, if I change from this to this, I'm on the left, you're on the right. Wonderful.
Right, so do I need to go to tournament?
Yes. Then I'm going to host, and you're going to join.
Okay.
Why is there an accent mark above the J? Join game.
Yeah, it's Swedish.
Cool, and we have all of the tracks that I unlocked.
Hey, what happens if you select a track that I haven't unlocked?
Well, it changes the background on the screen. It changes it across both of our screens, so I have a good feeling that it's going to let you play.
All right. These courses are so fucking long.
See, I even unlocked a few characters. You don't get the benefit from any of them. Fuck you. No. Do your own work.
I'll take the frog.
I'll take the chicken. All right, may the best farm animal win, I guess.
Okay. I am very glad that I did double check to make sure I was looking at the correct screen before we hit go.
remember, use the Y button, whatever the top face button is, to do your special.
X, technically.
Yeah,
If you use PlayStation buttons, then I'll catch what you're saying.
And then use item is the square button equivalent.
Bad placement considering where accelerate is.
Wait, no, sorry. That is not it. The square button is reverse. It is the Nintendo B cross that is use item.
That reverse is also in bad placement for.
Oh yeah, I mean it's a Nintendo DS game. It's Nintendo button placement. It's always bad.
Do we have like a drift?
Not that I've been able to gather. I haven't found like a way to jump or drift.
I found like a juke.
Oh yeah, the L and R, they can do like the but it doesn't matter because these tracks are so goddamn narrow that the second you hit those like juke buttons, you just go right into the wall. So how's it feeling?
It's feeling kind of shockwave gamey.
Yeah, that's a good word for it.
Like it's functional, and that's about the best I can say.
That is an accomplishment, you know.
Yeah, I mean functional on the most basic term of functional.
It doesn't immediately crash. It does not blue screen your Nintendo DS.
Oh no. You go forward when you hit the forward thing. Something, okay. I gotta say about these controls. Alright, so I'm gonna use PlayStation buttons here when I describe this. But it's as you said, circle is accelerate, cross is use item, square is reverse, and triangle is your special boost thing. I feel like the people who made this maybe never had their hands on the controller because I don't think they know how your thumb generally lays when you're holding a controller. Like the way you want to do it is you want the thing that you're going to hold the most to be like on the tip of your thumb. And if there's something that you're going to have like really easy access to, it should be where your thumb can just like roll over and then hit that button.
Now I'm going to say that most of these Nintendo DS kart racers have done the same exact control scheme.
Yes.
Again, the Nintendo DS. Horrible little handheld. One of the most top-selling pieces of hardware of all time, with some beloved games on it, but nonetheless, we here at the Back Game Hall of Fame say it's a piece of shit. At least I do. Well, those farm animals
games that have the games that have the excel and the face buttons never put the handbrake, brake, etc. in the right places. Like it's all you have to do. X or square is accelerate, and or you know what? You could have cross be accelerate, and circle is brake. That's fine. That works fine because you can just roll your thumb over to brake if you need to brake, and then you have easy access to the square button too.
6 laps. You ready? No, let's just do 1 lap. Let's get one more in. Let's mirror it just to make things exciting. Why don't we? And I'll play as the bull, which is definitely going to change things.
I'll play as the pig. The Nintendo button.
Communication lost. Host with the most.
You know, in Japan, circle is, accept, and cross is cancel. So it's the same as like the Nintendo thing. So just, thank God that when they brought PlayStation to America, they did it correctly. Didn't do that.
Little known fact, but in Japan, the reason why circle is confirmed and then cross is canceled is because they actually rotate the face buttons 90 degrees on their controllers over there, And, no one in this chat has seen a Japanese video game controller, so no one can contest this. This bold declaration I'm making. This bold lie I'm making right now. These really are duck hunt ass trees. This really does look like duck hunt. It's probably not a great sign that the most closest visual approximation to this 2010 Nintendo DS game is 1985's Duck Hunt.
It's the shading, really. I mean, also the fact that it's chunky ass pixels, but the shading. I do like how, when they have 2D sprites for background objects in a game.
Yeah, billboards.
They'll have it so that it kind of turns to face you to keep the illusion up. I like how this game sometimes just doesn't do that.
How it bucks the trend bravely.
Yeah. Breaks the fourth wall, lets you know, yes, this is fake. This is just an artifice. Not all the time, just sometimes. I keep forgetting that the boost just naturally fills up.
You finished?
With this game, yeah.
Yeah, okay, I meant with the race, but yes, I think we're also finished with this game. I think we are finished with Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament. Not the worst we've played. It's not good. Not particularly exciting one way or the other. But, we played it. Let's play another game, why don't we? Let's just keep this going. And this time we are bouncing from the DS to Sony's PlayStation Portable for a game that was converted from the PlayStation 2. It is Kart Kings. This is released August 3rd, 2011. Developed by Game Shastra and published by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. A Sony-published game, exclusively in India. Slime Generator in chat, Discord regular, was dredging up a bunch of Indian-developed games across the PlayStation, PlayStation 2, PSP. I believe they showcased this one. I believe they showed this one off, or at the very least played some other games by this developer. And I gotta tell you, some of them we need to showcase on stream, so consider this the first one. Actually, this would be the second one. Didn't you do Raw 1 as part of a Games from a Hat at some point?
Yes, I did.
So
I didn't know they're the same people.
I think they might be. They might not be. It might just be another India exclusive release. But let's get into this game. I'm curious about this one. Deeply curious. And guess what? You're spared from the multiplayer on this. Because I don't know how to do PSP racing, PSP multiplayer. Instead, you're going to be the only player of this. I'm putting you in.
Right, let me just...
I got to remember how to do controls in... there we go. Control mapping... Why does it keep popping up with unable to find UPnP device? How do I disable that? Someone who knows PSP emulation, please help. Because I didn't test this, and I'm paying the price for it.
Didn't we have a problem trying to get this shit to work last time we did a PSP game on this show? Not this show. Not,
Well, let's for now,
racing.
Let's not worry about it. Let's just... Okay, you pressed up, and it did that, so I think we're good.
Yes.
I think that's okay.
Okay.
So I think you will be set to play. I would love networking. Enable networking. No.
Slime Generator says Raw 1 is by Trine.
Okay. Well, I was wrong. I was incorrect. Phew. There we go.
Trade dash mark.
I believe there's an opening cinematic to this.
All right. Don't press it. Meme. T707. That's rude.
Whoa. Oh,
Is
we
this
get
Zoo Race?
that dude would be burnt to a crisp.
Yes.
If the boosters were just blowing directly into his face like that.
Mm-hmm. Nope. Did you see that cow had Chunk written on its side?
Yeah, that's the producer. That's the brand. Chunk brand cow.
That's cheating.
Yeah, anything goes in kart racing. Oh my god, she got shot. She's bleeding.
You ever watch any Indian films?
Yeah, I've seen some Bollywood productions in my time.
I think the only one I've ever seen in full wasn't a live action one. It was a version of, I think it was called like Son of Aladdin. I don't know why I saw it. I think just a friend of mine was like, let's watch this. And, you know, anything's fun if you're watching with friends, I guess. But I feel like I should watch some, like, proper Bollywood stuff. It seems like it'd be fun.
Max 5 characters. Good thing that came in under. Yeah, I need to put more up on the Plex. I need to find... There's one I've been wanting to watch where it's RoboCop, but not really. There's a character who is just RoboCop, but, like... There's also... It's about, like, gods. About, like, one god in particular. I think maybe, like, the Indian god of war, whatever that would be. There's a channel I watch, Bad Movie Bible. Believe it or not, I like other channels that cover bad things, and it's one of the best channels. And they do specials on like rip-off movies. Like, you know, here's all the movies that across the world that ripped off RoboCop, that ripped off Aliens, and they give a lot of time to Indian productions, and very often he's like, these are some of the most fun movies because they're just having a good time making the movies, and that good time comes across to the audience.
I don't think we're going to be able to unlock a comic, but...
Bash
I will
on.
come back to Bash On. Let's do the racing
Bash on.
festival.
Bash off.
Here's your chance to race with some of the most popular comic characters and explore the fascinating land of India during the race. Have a blast. So, are these, like, licensed comic characters? Choose your avatar, bull and cart, using...
This licensed racing game features characters from the popular comics magazine Trinkle and Amar Chitra Katha. Characters race through streets and around famous monuments in bullet carts. Gameplay similar to classic games like Super Mario Karts. Yes, I believe these are all comic characters.
Okay, well, meme is locked.
Fuck!
NRB, isn't that the thing where, like, it's a comics where, like, the boy's girlfriend dates someone else and...
Shut up!
How about that blue? Wait, no. Ooh, yeah. And then Chunk, Romeo, Gabar.
Romeo Gabar.
I'm not feeling but blue.
So many comic characters.
I'm not feeling
a lot of
anyone
bulls.
else. I'll go for blue. I mean, a lot of the bulls were locked.
And guess what? A lot of the tracks are going to be locked too.
Yeah.
Scenic.
Why do I start back here? Wait, do I have to mash X or just hit? Oh wait, is X like going yeah, or?
I think it might be. I think you are expected to press cross repeatedly throughout the duration of the race.
I think it might just be to get up to speed. Hopefully. Well, you were saying that the other tracks were like in the previous game were too narrow.
So how's it feel?
God, I've played worse, but part of the thing is I just kind of don't understand how this acceleration system works. If like I'm fine just holding down the button now that I've gotten up to speed, or if I need to continuously, you know, what's the word for telling an animal to giddy up?
I just know it was like taken by the reins.
Well, no, like mush.
Yeah,
like,
mushing, I guess.
Mush for a dog. Also, it's the power-ups make it very hard to tell what's happening, because when you are holding one, they just sort of sit off to your side as a little sprite. Okay. I think when it's saying like press X, that's when you need to be pressing X. Otherwise, you could just hold.
Oh, since people are asking about it in chat, I am Headful was asking. I don't remember seeing this on stream. We didn't play the PS2 version. I just mentioned that it is a PS2 conversion. I saved it for this.
I think this might be a situation like Donkey Kong Bongo Blast or whatever it was, where we thought at first that you had to keep hitting the button, but you don't. So we're only going to see this track tonight.
I mean, if you bomb out on this one, I'm going to take over. Don't take that as encouragement to deliberately bomb out.
No. It'll be obvious if I throw. There's like invisible walls where it doesn't feel like there should be.
And then glass breaking sound effects so that you know you fucked up. So, from the Indian video games I've observed, which has been a few, and primarily the vector of that has been Slime Generator playing games over on the Discord. It's that they got started a little late in the game development scene. That they were maybe not. I mean, I'm sure there you'll find like computer games that emanate from India, dating back to the 80s, 90s. But in terms of console supporting the major consoles, they just didn't really have that much of a presence until around it seems like the PS2 era, until the 2000s. And a lot of them they hit the notes you would expect. They seem like they're taking inspiration from other games that exist, right? That they're not completely outsider games or what have you. But there's just the production just isn't there. The production value, they're just not particularly well funded. I guess would be the guess. That's maybe the industry wasn't quite booming. It was still pretty fledgling during this initial era, during these late 2000s, early 2010s at all. But everyone's got to start somewhere.
I bet you have to get in first place.
I bet you just got to be top 4. You ended 5th last time, so.
Well, okay, I didn't win. You don't have to lie to me, game. That's not a win.
It's fucking podium. See? You won this desk lamp.
And I've unlocked the Indian Chariot card. Slime Generator says Game Shastra, I think, still exists as a support studio nowadays.
That wouldn't shock me, because the other thing is that a lot of these Indian developed games were published by Sony Computer Entertainment Europe. As if there was maybe some effort by Sony to try and encourage you know, studios to get involved in this sort of thing, maybe with the hopes that they could, you know, make them support studios down the line the way that a lot of the first-party publishers, manufacturers do.
I will say the steering is bad in ways that I find hard to explain. And that maybe if you have hands-on with this...
No, I
you'll be
will.
able to elucidate.
I'll do the next track. I'll do the next... It means I gotta rebind everything again, but I'll do that.
It's very specifically the turning.
Hear that dinner bell.
It almost feels delayed, the turning. That's the best I can say right now. It feels... The turning feels like it overslept, and then the alarm went off, and it realized the alarm's been going off for 5 minutes. It's like, oh shit, and then it just has to hurry up as fast as it can. Because it feels like nothing happens, and then too much happens. This is the best way I can describe it.
That's a way to describe it.
I hate whatever this this attack is that just makes me not be able to race for like 3 seconds. You know what I like about Sonic Racing Crossroads when I played it? Is that game has like 2 different equivalents of the blue shell, but when you get hit by it, you don't stop. You actually keep your forward momentum and just keep going. You just slow down briefly.
Yeah, it doesn't look good.
It doesn't like just...
It doesn't look like it controls well.
Oh, this game? No. I thought you were talking about Sonic. I'm just saying, like, one of the worst feelings in a kart racer is an attack that just kills all of your momentum.
Yeah.
Just like this. Like, I'm just not playing the game anymore. Honestly, Mario Kart does it worse. When you just start bouncing around crap.
Oh my god. Clutch.
I scammed that.
Sweet. Congratulations, Sharky. You earned that first.
Thank you. Would you like to give this a shot?
Good work. Dino Gem awarded.
I got a typewriter.
Oh,
and I unlocked Anti-707.
I wonder if she's a secret agent. I wonder if it's supposed to be like a 007 thing they're doing there. Maybe. Up, down, left. Actually, you know what I should be doing? I'm stupid. Can you do me a favor? Do up.
Uh-huh.
Down. Left. And this way, in future, we can trade as needed if there's any more PSP games we ever have to play. Assuming PPSSPP even remembers these binds between play sessions. Be there shortly. Analog. Don't mind if I do. Luckily, there's only the one analog stick that I have to bind here. I was very forward-thinking of the PSP to only have one analog stick, knowing that emulator users would hate mapping the analog stick, so... And that's why they did it. We're on Tortoise Island. Alright, wish me luck. Oh, fuck.
Fuck.
This looks like I'm about to have a bad time. Ooh, yeah, like, it turns in stages. Like, as you hold it, like, the acceleration factor operates in such a way where, like, you're turning slowly, then it turns fast, and then it turns slowly again, and then it turns fast again.
Yeah, that's probably a better way to describe than my, doing it in metaphor.
I think what they're trying to emulate is the feeling of, like, you know, being taken along in a cart. But I don't know if that's translating particularly well, or in a way that is fun to play.
So, looking up Auntie 707 has not pulled up a wiki on all these characters, so I'll never know Auntie 707's story. There are some announcements, like articles just announcing that this game is going to happen.
Who reported on it, out of curiosity?
Website I'm looking at is gameguru.in.
That parses.
I'm going to mispronounce this, so apologies. Prakash Ahuja, CEO of GameShastra, said, Kart Kings continues our mission to develop Indian thematic games after the resounding success of Desiada, Games of India. This game will appeal to all age groups, and we believe will make its mark in the global markets. About that last part.
Yeah. I don't know if deeply like regional licensed characters have the global appeal that they thought it would. We put all of our best Indian comic book characters into this. Why doesn't this have global appeal? We thought the international market would love Auntie 707.
Huh, that's strange. Okay.
Well, Homer was excited for me.
So, now exchange rates are different, right? Over time changes exchange rates.
I want a phone.
All I can say, you want a phone? A wired phone. All I can say is that at the price it was released at back then, if that would in rupee, today that would be like $8 for this game. Which that doesn't sound right. Although what I can tell you is the PS2 version of this game was cheaper on release.
I want to see if there's any difference. Selecting all new everything. Let's go to the Twin City. Oh, right, gotta mash at the start. Very easy to forget that. Ooh, yeah, no, that attack in particular sucks.
Ooh, This is a more interesting track at the very least.
Oh, interesting. That's the word you're using for it? I would use tedious. It's Corneria City down there. Is what I'm getting from all these, like, triangular buildings that are just like 5 polygons. Counting the base. Oh, no, okay. They flesh it out a little bit more when you actually have to drive through it. I didn't own a PSP. I never thought to own one. So this generation, this library is unknown to me for the most part.
I enjoyed my PSP. I feel like it could have been better if Sony... It could have done better if Sony did better with it.
Like, it should be pretty telling. The PSP game I've played the most of, and it has been through emulation, has been Dragon Ball Evolution. That's the one I always wind up coming back to for various reasons.
I mean,
God.
And PSP honestly had some pretty decent kart racers. Like the Ape Escape one we played actually wasn't that bad. We didn't rate it because we couldn't understand the language. But there are other ones that we'll see later in the series.
Will we?
Well,
Are there any more on the
we'll
list?
see the console. We'll see the console version of one of them.
Wow, that car crash was so devastating to my momentum. The way I sort of slid off of it and kept going at maximum momentum. You know, the way that happens when you get into a head-on collision with a car.
I think one of the problems with this game, and I said it before, I think it's a really aggravating problem, is the number of power-ups that just stop you dead in your tracks.
Oh, Slime saying these are same developers as Dawn 2. That's why I got confused with Raw 1, because those are both action movie tie-ins.
With a number in the title. Honestly, PSP and PS Vita, I think were good systems. It's just, they kind of didn't have a chance against Nintendo, and also Sony's method of memory storage was atrocious. It, proprietary memory stick things. Fuck that. It was so expensive just to get, 16 gigabytes worth of space, I think cost me $50. And when you're installing games to the system, that's not a lot of room.
No, it doesn't sound like it. I want to win. I'm not going to win.
I also couldn't play PSP games anymore, even if I wanted to, because Sony used whatever sort of lithium battery they put in there was not built to last. Because once I got my PSP back out, it had completely swollen and knocked off the back case of the PSP because it had swollen up that badly.
It's not good.
Yeah.
And neither is this game.
Well, you know what we gotta see? We gotta see Bash on mode. Maybe you'll unlock a comic if you get 3,000 points in your first race.
Oh, these are
Unleash
that is a
yourself
distinct
on the
game mode. Sorry, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Is it not going to let me see the tooltip for it again? Because I dared to skip
Chad,
it.
can someone clip that?
Can someone let us know what that was? What we're doing? Can't believe I fucked up.
Yeah, I don't have my replay shit on at the moment. In fact, I should turn that on right now.
Huh.
Okay, I'm guessing run into monkeys.
That sound effect. What sound library do I recognize that shit from?
Sounds like some Kid Pix shit.
Oh, Slime dropped a
Generator's got
JPEG
us,
in the Discord.
Unleash yourself on the monkeys and bash them hard. But be cautious not to hit the wrong ones. Okay? You can also unlock interesting comic books to read. So I'm guessing the blue ones you...
Blue ones we have to hit. It's the red ones that are trying to get out of the way that we don't.
Okay.
I got it now.
So is that big one that was going back and forth yee yee yee? Is that a bad one?
It's just those red ones I gotta watch out for.
I'm asking, are those the red ones? Because they don't look particularly red to me.
Well, this is blue.
I guess the answer is yes, because you've avoided watching. See, those are brown. And those other ones kind of look brown to me. You know, if you do that 2 more times, you'll get a comic. I wonder if it's just the one track.
Probably. They didn't give me a choice. Alright, let's go to the defaults.
The Mario equivalent.
I still can't get over that sound effect. It's incredible, honestly.
I'm trying to think if back when I had the PSP, if I ever had a UMD. Like, if I ever had any, as in, let me rephrase that. If I ever had a movie on UMD or not. Like, it's possible that what I had came with one and I never watched it.
It's the ideal way to watch Ultraviolet, the movie, with Mila Jovovich. You know, not enough directors at Sony Pictures were making their movies with the PSP screen in mind. And I feel like that would have really helped UMD take the fuck off.
They got Christopher Nolan on it. Like, my movies aren't meant to be seen in IMAX or in theaters. You're supposed to watch them on your PSP.
Get David Lynch. Watching movies on your phone is such a fucking sadness, but watching them on your PSP is cool. The machine that dreams are made of. Why the monkey hate?
I mean, you ever see those videos of, like, the monkeys on bridges and stuff? And they steal stuff from, like, people who walk across the bridges, and then they demand, like, you give them food and they'll give you your stuff back? Like, monkeys can be dicks.
I guess. Do I need to get 3,000 points in one playthrough?
No, it's a total of 3,000 altogether, because, like, the final comic is like 9,000 points, and you are not getting 9,000 points in one go with this.
Well, then this last one should be the one to unlock it, then. Assume I don't fuck up horribly.
Look at those horrifying, like, scarecrow in the background there.
Well, it's not working on scaring the monkeys out of the farm, out of the barnyard.
Well, I mean, they're scarecrows, so I'm not sure what you expected.
It's trying to do the straight lines here, or, you know, the curved lines that really shows how bad the controls are here. How difficult it is just, like, to keep it on track. This is, like, how bad the turning is here. It is really being made apparent with this. And also, it's the complete lack of speed.
Yeah, what they need is a speedometer that says 100,000 miles per hour. I'm trying to remember, in this entire series, what game has had the most egregious number miles per hour on screen to, like, actual speed that you can see. I think Heathcliff might have been one of the worst. There we go.
Hey!
Let's go have some laughs. I assume we're gonna have laughs, and this isn't like a Watchmen sort of thing.
There's the tiger. I'll get him this time. Bang! Yow! Thwack. Thud.
Dust, dust.
What? I got him! I got him! Call the photographer. Come on, you coward. Now make sure you get a good picture. Roar. Eee! Don't worry, sir. I got a good picture. See?
Wop, wow. Oh, there's more. Well...
And I'm just mashing the R button here.
Oh, Baloo.
I like this panel a lot. I don't know why. Yeah. I just like this panel a lot.
It's a good face.
He's got the Charlie Brown squiggle going for his face there. Wonder how many comics they got in here.
Let's see if there's one more after this.
Oops.
Yeah, there's quite a few, actually. There's way more than I would have thought.
At last, I can buy the provisions and take it easy for a few more days. Isn't that the dream we all have? Folks, support us on the Bad Game Hall of Fame by pledging on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube.
It's September. New subscriptions get 30% off. Up to 30% off, I should say.
I think that'll do it for Kart Kings and comics.
Yeah.
That did it for comics.
If you want more of those comics, check out Tinkle, which is, I think, the comic that is
the compendium that comprised those comics. Contained, I should say. Speaking of containing, it's a good thing we keep all the kart racers contained to this Cursed Kart Racer series, because I could think of like some horrible theme nights we'd have in future based around that we probably will have in future. Honestly, I don't think we're going to be spared from it, but games based on children's TV shows, and there has been no TV show more pervasive, I think, in the kids' media space than a little show by the name of Pocoyo. And here, his video game debut, Pocoyo Racing.
I can't say I've ever heard of Pocoyo.
Oh, this shit's inescapable when you work with kids. There's no avoiding Pocoyo. This is a 2011 release, September 22nd release. Developed and published by Zinkia. This claims to be a child-oriented racing game. You don't say. European release here. Though I testify, I think North American kids would probably enjoy this, and seeing how many of them I work with that watch goddamn Pocoyo. So why this didn't come out in North America, who's to say? Precious little information about this game. Precious little resources for this game in terms of media. This one was weirdly hard to track down, but I did. And
I've never heard of this. I've heard of Coco Melon. I have heard of Peppa Pig. I've never heard of Pocoyo.
Make sure it... Yes, okay, cool.
So what's the plot of Pocoyo?
Oh, I don't know that. I don't think there is a
Give me the
plot.
lore.
I think it's just a kid who goes around and does sort of deliberately janky animation and has fun in a white void.
All right, well, this does seem to be as you described.
It helps video compression if you just don't have backgrounds in your 3D animation, if you don't have to render those... So the video size in this must be super.
Oh, wait until you get to the confetti level.
No multiplayer in this one.
Oh. And we're done. All right.
Motor Olympics or Grand Prix.
Skeet shoot.
Oh, there is multiplayer.
Oh, there is
Hey. We got Pocoyo.
Who you wanna be?
We got the duck guy.
Duckoyo. Elefoyo.
Dogbert. Plankton.
That's one of those neurodivergent friends on YouTube, right?
Yeah. Hot dog. Computer.
Bebo.
And bird. Angry Bird.
Angry Bird.
Match,
Wellington.
sure. Insert your alien joke here. And Among Us. Okay, well, I'll play as the duck. Oh, hold on. I need to see. Okay, so every character has 2 carts. Maybe more to be unlocked.
Number of stars.
Well, we got 2 stars on stream right now. It's you and me. Space World, Ocean World, Toy World. Tell me this game is just 3 tracks. No. Okay, well. Hey, surprising amount of content. They could have probably skimped, but they did not. I want to go to the fun fair.
Oh, and they all seem to be unlocked from the start.
Number of obstacles, a few, a lot, loads. Give me a lot.
What kind of obstacles?
This is nice of them. Turn, skid, and turbo. But I wonder if this means
so
this
just go automatically?
I think it might be. That's my assumption here.
No brakes either.
On your marks, get set, go.
Are you just going?
Yep. Though the turbo button, true to form, does make you go faster. And that turbo button is always charging, so long as I'm not using it, so... And it fills pretty quickly, too, with that.
I like how the duck's beak is, like, getting blown back in the wind when you boost. At least I think that's his beak. Maybe it's a scarf.
Oh my god, that was the whole track.
Oh. Oh, no laps. Okay. Point-to-point racing. Is that a beak or is that a scarf? What's
It's supposed
happening?
to be a beak. Choose circuit, I guess. Go to Space World, why don't we? Let's see loads of obstacles. Let's see what difference that makes, if any.
It's a lot of text for a game for this audience. I feel like.
On your marks, get set, go.
Now, is that Stephen Fry doing the voice?
You know, something tells me no. I want to see something. What happens if I just don't do any turning? Okay, well, question answered.
Honestly, that means this game expects more out of you than Mario Kart 8 does.
Now, something I am noticing, this game doesn't have items that we can use against our opponents. Or wait, maybe it does. I think some of these are pickups,
Yeah,
and I just...
Yeah, you're just not hitting them. Granted, there wasn't a use item button, but maybe if you pick up an item, it just uses it automatically.
QTE?
Cool!
They don't just give it to you. You actually have to put a modicum of effort into winning in this game. More than I expected, honestly. Pipes.
Okay, try to hit more of the items to see if any of them are, you know... Like, you can't store items, clearly, because there's no button to do that.
Get set, go.
I would say if one of those things you hit causes something to happen that impedes another racer, then that counts. Like, that's boost. Those were also boost. I sort of saw something that, like, wasn't those icons. Yeah.
God damn it, they keep getting to them before I can.
Horn. Okay.
So delayed sabotage. Oh, come on.
One of those things was definitely a shield, though. Makes you think there is some way to get attacked.
Or maybe it just protects you against the obstacles that are in the way.
Oh, I didn't know we were doing a cup.
Yeah, I kind of did to make my own cup by going from track to track, and I guess it ultimately resulted in... Interesting. Oh.
Sign your profile.
They don't give you a lot of space, do they?
No. Whenever game did something like this, I would try to draw something instead. Like I did that for the Castlevania games. I would just make a drawing as my profile name.
Bursting balloons against the clock. Oh, I want to change my character up. This guy seems fun. An army jeep?
Now,
Yeah.
is it going to be in the UFO in the car?
God, I hope so. Can't wait to see what the fuck multiplayer is in this. I mean, I know what it's going to be. It's going to be a standard race, but...
On your marks, get set, go.
I kind of
Okay, he's not
appreciate
in the
the
UFO.
animation style here. How it
Yeah.
translates to this. Oh,
Okay, all right.
keep an eye out for those then.
Again, honestly, kind of impressed with the amount of faith it has in the player.
In
Considering-
3-year-olds, yeah.
Yeah. Because, granted, we were doing it on easy mode, but when we played the Snow White for Game Boy, that was nothing. That was like in challenging mode. The difference was more like that's tedious. This is at least asking you to do things that are engaging. QTEs. You don't just win every race.
There's a decent variety of content.
You have to be cognizant of obstacles in your way and like having to avoid certain things. Again, something that the Snow White game didn't have.
Medal 1. Picture card unlocked. Ooh. In this mode, which seems to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 10 levels, 10 things deep, and could potentially have as many as 12 events that you do in the course of them. Interesting, to say the least. Get stars by finishing each round the highest position. Okay, that's what the stars thing was for when we did Grand Prix.
Okay.
That's why it eventually ended.
What if there was an option that was just like no? There was an option that was like a dash, like no stars.
I think that's just
What
like
would
keep
that be?
racing as much as you want. That it
Okay.
doesn't end, that you're just doing it for the love of the game.
Okay, don't click that.
Wasn't planning on it. I was nowhere near that. Love crashing into these and not being able to collect the boost that comes out
I
of it
think-
afterwards.
I think they're not for you. I think the idea is if someone in first place crashes into it, that's gonna hurt you and provide a bonus for whoever's behind you.
You know, that's an idea.
Really
Oh.
thinking about if this is a kart racer or not.
I think it just barely is. I think it is baby's first kart racer.
On your marks, get set,
Johnny Baggett asks, is this technically a soapbox game? Because it's all downhill, you have to push to start.
This is actually Tony Hawk's favorite kart racer because he loves his downhill jams.
I think the amount of boosting you're doing and also the amount of going uphill without slowing down would say it's probably not a soapbox racer purely.
Where are all the soap racing
In-
games? Soapbox racing. I know we have that Arthur game.
Right? You want like extreme soapbox racing?
Yeah, I kind of do. Where if you crash, you fall apart, you fall to pieces. Hooray! Level completed. Film unlocked! How many things are here? Why is that one X'd out? Is there another game mode? Is there another event type? Waiting to be
Death
found?
race.
Gotta see some of these pictures. Cool. 18 pages of pictures to unlock. That's a lot of pictures. Cinema.
And
opening movie.
And each picture alone provides hours of fun.
I wonder if this is gonna show up as copyrighted content for the show. Something tells me no.
I think.
Oh,
yeah,
that was it.
Looks like it's
that was the cinema.
Okay.
Remember this shot from the intro? What if it was
Yeah.
just cut down and presented as a standalone clip?
Also, I'll be back in a sec.
Well, I really need you back because we're about to start the multiplayer. Yeah, I want to get into some multiplayer here so we can send this game off right. Get you started here. We'll probably only do 2 races, and they're quick races. So if you're trying to run off to the bathroom, you'll be there soon enough.
Okay.
I'll create the game. You can join the game.
Under Grand Prix, right?
Yep. You hop into multiplayer. Maybe I need to actually select bring to completion this. Okay, there we go. All right, choose your Pocoyo. Oh, we're doing CKY shit here. They're riding a shopping cart. Can't wait to crash this into the bushes outside the supermarket.
On your marks, get set, go.
Remember, manage that boost wisely.
Mm-hmm.
Imagine getting 8 kids together for an 8-player Pocoyo Racing tournament. And imagine all their adults, their parents, betting on them, betting to see which kid wins.
Derek, get on it.
Halfway through the track, give or take.
I missed that item. So did you.
All right, I have a shield.
Oh, wow, this is... Okay. That got narrow.
My shield went away before I got hit by anything. So I think it is just temporary invincibility against, like, obstacles and other stage hazards. Ah, well done.
Wait, we had other people we were racing against?
Yep.
I didn't know they were here.
All right, let's hit random circuit. Let's get a random track. Also, have you been using the skid at all? Because I didn't do the skid once in all the times I've been racing.
Get set, go.
Wow, that frame rate is variable when there's more folk on the track, or when there's more folk on the screen than just you.
Hey, it's been doing better than Crazy Frog did. Also, that tooltip did explicitly state that if you hit an obstacle, that it provides an opportunity for people behind you to get a power-up.
Wow, you're cracked at Pocoyo Racer.
Maybe I should watch the show.
Congratulations, dog. Dog wins. Well, I think
Top 10?
I don't hate it. For what it is, for what this game is, for the audience it is made for, and for how much effort was actually put into it, I'm not mad at it. This would rate surprisingly high, I think. But I guess we'll get there when we get there, won't we? You go off and do your bathroom thing. That does it for Pocoyo Racing. I'm going to get the next game introduced and started. And that game will be fucking Ben 10 Galactic Racing again. We did the Wii version, I think. Was it the Wii version? Was it the PS2 version? I don't remember what we do on this show, on this program. I can tell you this game came out October 18th, 2011. Developed by Tantalus Media. And published by D3 Publisher. They are the Simple series. Which was a fact that was just as surprising the first time as it is the second time around. Let's get on with it. Let's just get it launched. Again, Ben 10, a series I have no familiarity with. Ooh. Could not tell you the first thing about this. I will say, there's also a 3DS version of Ben 10 Galactic Racing. I did test it out before the show. It does not run in anything resembling a acceptable capacity. So that will not be featuring. We'll have to live with this DS version and the Wii version that we played. Yeah, it was definitely a Wii version because we did it as part of like one of the Wii nights. Yeah, I remember things. Drift correction. What is drift correction? I guess we won't find out. Gotta save those no changes I made. Okay. Let's get into that Galactic Grand Prix. Legend has it that one of the Galvin created a whole planet called Primus. Oh, Les Claypool would be proud. The eclipse magnifies the star's power and channels it directly into the Codon volcano in order to recharge the batteries of the planet. Which is actually a huge organic machine that houses all of the alien DNA for Ben Tennyson's Ultimatrix. They're tossing a lot of terminology here. Oh, it actually does auto-advance, but I mistimed it. Look at that art for Ben there. Look at that key art for Ben. Well, Primus track 1. Time to sail the seas of cheese.
Ben 10 was a waster driver. Drove so goddamn fast.
I didn't get to select a character.
Why would you? It's Ben 10. It's his game. They don't let you pick characters in Mario Kart. It's Mario's game.
I'm pressing the L button and it's cycling through some character portraits. Oh, I get it. They each have their own abilities. Yeah.
Yes.
Now, not knowing the show, I have no context for who does what. Oh, gross, Ben. Come on. Terra spin me right round. I don't know. That showed up on the bottom of the bottom screen. What it correlates to, what it means. Who is to say? Oh, Ben, you need to get that checked out, buddy. That certainly accomplished something. That transformation. Wow, this is dull.
Okay, now I'm actually back. I just had to run in to do a Primus joke.
This
So
is,
not good, huh?
This is fucking boring.
Listen, it's lonely at the top.
Oh, good camera work there.
You know, usually when we get to the rankings, if it's a game that's like a different version of a game we already played, I ask like, how does this compare to the console version or something? I don't think I'll be asking that for this one because I don't remember the console version of this. Like, we played it. I know we played it. I know I didn't like it. But that was one of the ones I have, like, the least memory of, I think.
Yeah, all this shit's a blur. But in particular this. I think it was different from this. I don't believe this is necessarily attempting to recreate precisely the console experience in the way that the 3DS game, from the little bit I saw of it, is a more faithful conversion of the Wii game.
Because I don't think the one we played, I really don't think that had this system where you could draw upon your alien DNA powers.
No, you just played as those characters.
Yeah.
Forecast cold with a chance of frost.
Cold with the chance. That's not weather. You don't go outside and say, "Boy, it sure is fast outside today."
Oh, I thought you were gonna say cold isn't weather. Like what? Pedantic, but all right.
I won. Primus 2 unlocked. Can't wait till we unlock a different stage. Oh, I got achievements. Oh, Terror Spin right round was an achievement. Transform Ben into an alien. Finished first with each lap time being faster than the previous one. Yeah, I was learning on the fly. Okay. Can I do track 2 now? Thank you.
I believe Primus Track 2 is actually My Name is Mud.
Whatever, man.
What's your favorite Primus song?
Why did we had this conversation recently, I think.
Yeah.
But I don't remember the context, but John the Fisherman.
I like Tommy the Cat a lot.
It's also a good one.
But I think my favorite might be Lacquerhead, which is the one that Fred Durst wrote, which is the funniest fact in the world to me. And that when he was giving the notes to Les Claypool, he's like, just do one of your like bass solos here. Just do like a sick bass solo. Do some funky Les Claypool thing here. And boy, howdy did he ever. One of the best slap bass solos in music. Why does the camera do that? Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, Tommy the Cat has Tom Waits on it, right?
No.
Let me look it up.
Say, baby, do you want to lay down with me? Say, baby, do you want to lay down by my side? Say, baby, do you want to lay down with me? Said, baby. Said, baby. It's that one.
Tom Waits provided the voice of Tommy the Cat on the studio version from Sailing the Seas of Cheese.
Okay. I guess so then. Shit. I guess I'm more familiar with just like rewatching the music video over and over again, where I don't believe he features at all.
Yeah, I think it's the album version I'm most familiar with because I used to have it on my iPod.
All right, I want to see
Favorite
more
Tom
aliens.
Waits song?
Is he the one who did the cover? I Don't Want to Grow Up. Am I thinking of the right musical artist?
That was, I think that was on Bone Machine.
Yeah. Going Out West. Also off that album.
Yeah, that's real good.
I mean, that's the only Tom
good.
Waits album I've really listened to, so.
I had Rain Dogs. I used to listen to Rain Dogs a lot. That's a very good album.
So I think one of these characters is just Boost. One of them is... Wait, no. You know what it is? You You know what probably is? I need to collect 2 of the power-up to transform. Or, I don't know. I don't get the system. It seems like it'd be the most basic thing in the world. It's like, select the character, and then you transform into them. But it's not always transform. Sometimes you just get an ability, like a one-off ability. So I'm trying to figure out, like I have 1 light right now. What happens if I collect a second one before I try to use it?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I've been watching the game. I'm not entirely sure what's going on.
What also doesn't help is that we haven't seen a single other fucking racer because it's so easy to get ahead in this. The only time we've even come close to seeing them is when the camera does that random thing where it decides to show what's behind us. I can trigger it by pressing the D-pad, but sometimes it just happens when you're taking a corner. Or maybe I'm just accidentally pressing down on the D-pad while it's happening. It's hard to say.
That's I'm gonna guess it's that.
Like, I could just be rolling over it, which, you know, is still bad for the game.
Astral projection.
Eat my ass. Troll projection. Okay, I think I get it now.
Suck my cock, I didn't have a pun to follow this up with.
So the L button is not only select the character, it is to transform into the character. The R button is use the ability, or the boost type thing.
Okay.
So you can't select a character if you have the power-up already. It's just like, well, this is the character you had selected, so that's the ability you're going to use. We can see a different track at the very least, thank God.
Sai in chat says Pocoyo was more intense than this.
Yes! That is...
Takamura asks... Oh, go on.
It is shocking how Pocoyo is more challenging than this. It had more going on, I feel.
Like, more engaging, too, I think.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's not real. Tiger Hamera asks, is this story mode, or is this the only mode?
I think this was story mode. I think there's probably other modes. I guess we'll find out between... Once we finish this race, I'll go back to the main menu.
And this is me passing you. Seek therapy.
See, we were missing out on all those chirps when we were... Oh, we're not going to hear them anymore, I guess. So I guess we're going to continue missing out on those chirps. Hey, where are the items on this fucking track? There we go.
There you go.
Oh, my controls are reversed. When you're dizzy, it reverses the X-axis. It's good to know.
I always hate power-ups that reverse controls or do invisibility stuff in games in general. And it's not because, like, I get annoyed that, oh, no, the other person's invisible, or, oh, no, my controls got reversed. It's more that if you're playing something single player and you use it against the computer, it doesn't matter.
No,
right?
not at all.
Like, if you're playing Mortal Kombat and you turn Reptile invisible, the computer doesn't care. Because it knows where you are. It's not actually looking. So I always feel like they're kind of like useless power-ups if you're not playing like multiplayer.
Even then, they're only situationally fucking useful.
Yeah. Are you one of those things from Half-Life that shoot bees?
I think I might be. Ah!
I think you're accidentally hitting down, and I think it's just registering that.
Yes, it is. And I mean, don't make your look behind button down on the D-pad, which you're also using to turn. Because it's so easy to roll your finger over that button, especially like on a handheld. Do you think I can still win this race? After crashing into that wall?
Well, I don't know. You're in second now. What is the bar on top for?
Maybe like the bar is the boost meter. Actually, you know what?
I am out of here.
Okay,
See,
he
now
does
that
aim
circle
behind.
is filled up.
That's the timer. The circle is the timer.
Okay.
Go, Ben. It's your birthday.
Oh, happy birthday, Ben.
It is? Oh, happy birthday. Folks, get some chat. Get some hearts in chat for Ben 10's birthday. Get some cake emojis in there. Folks,
No
it's September.
void.
Subs will go towards Ben 10's birthday gift.
That's not a lot of tracks in this video game. At least not in the Galactic Grand Prix.
So there's Galactic Racing, there's quick race, multiplayer, and that's pretty much it.
Well, I guess that means it's time to start the multiplayer, isn't it?
Yep.
Now we have a few tracks unlocked. Fade that in. Get you started. I will host multi-card play.
All right.
No option for download play, I see.
No free rides here. Gotta go buy it.
I have to use the touchscreen for this, so.
Oh, thank you.
Yep, get into that multiplayer.
The game
Sweet.
Cassidy.
It's all about the game I hate to lose. Primus. Yep, it's only the tracks I have unlocked so far. So we can see this new track, and then we can see that one. So we have two tracks.
Hero time.
What?
It's
Did you
a
just
little
say it
bit
twice?
of stutter. It was just a little bit of stutter between.
Ultimate echo. Ghost freak.
I am the ghost freak. Being a fucking ghost is what I do.
Big chill.
Ultimate Humongosaur!
It's hero time.
That's it.
Sup, Ghost.
Those are the characters. I'll
Yep.
be Kevin.
Just Kevin. Ultimate Kevin!
I am the Kevin. All right, may the best Ben win.
Alright.
Wonder what this guy
don't know what I'm
transforms
doing.
into. Wonder if all the characters transform. Nope, I'm pressing the L button and I have no transformations I can cycle between.
Kevin transforms into Steve.
Do you do me a favor, tap your L button, see if there's any characters you can cycle between?
No.
Nope.
What did I do? It's just like a rod came out of me.
That's your character ability.
Is it? Because I had like an item. Like I picked up what looked like a clock.
Oh, right, yeah. So you see that? R button will trigger your character ability. Oh, I pressed L and I did turn into a golem. I think I was made of
Okay.
stone for a second there.
Okay. Alright, so when you pick up whatever, those like the Ben 10 logo things, and you have it stocked, you can use that as a boost or you can use that as a character ability.
Yes.
And then I have just a straight up item right here too.
Yeah, which you triangle.
Oh, fuck.
That kind of worked on me. I don't know.
What does your guy do? And he was like,
I was dropping boulders, I think. It was probably happening behind me where I couldn't see it, but...
That's the stuff.
the Sharky special of just missing every power up.
Well, you're still in first, so it's not harming you. It's hard to lose first place once you get it in this game.
See, that's the thing. You just used the thing that I had, and I was like, what was that?
That laser target looking thing.
How did I miss that?
Make a game, not a player.
Oh, we'll hate the game, all right.
Try.
Johnny says, a technically competent game, but this is the most sauceless thing I've ever seen. Yeah. For me, I just can't get over how fucking dull this is. Oh, by the way, that streak you left behind, yeah, that fucking sucks to drive over.
Oh yeah, I know.
I have to turn invincible to drive over it safely, which is what my L ability is, so that's good to know. If I need to waste one of my power cells on that. Like, I always just want to be boosting. That's always what I want to be doing in these games. Like, any power-up that isn't a boost, I don't give a fuck.
On the other hand, I also recognize that my character ability makes it bad for you.
Yeah, it sure does. Oh, by the way, if you try to use the drift, like... Okay, so you can build meter. Oh my god, we missed an entire mechanic of the game. Using the drift builds that meter, that thing. So if I just keep doing this...
How do you drift?
Pressing the B button.
B button?
Cross.
Oh.
PlayStation Cross.
Okay.
So you just tap that, and you skid out. But as you continue to skid out, you are building that meter.
Okay.
Presumably you're meant to use it to, like, to drift around corners, and that builds up meter, but I'm just...
Snaking?
Yeah.
For you.
Well, that wasn't useful what I did.
That's the stuff.
So it's pretty telling that I didn't know that mechanic, and I still came in first super easily across the single-player races I was doing. This might be a game for babies. Which is funny, because we just played Pocoyo, and that game was infinitely more, like, challenging than this is.
Yeah, like, unless... There's almost no reason to do anything other than boost.
Yeah. Unless you're playing as Ben, and you can switch between the characters at will, and then maybe, like, contextually, like, you know, maybe things are situationally useful as Ben.
That's the stuff.
I think I was actually too far ahead of you.
For the ice to be effective, yeah.
Yeah.
And the computer players are a non-factor at this point, assuming there even were any.
Wait. I don't think there were any. No.
No.
Well, that'll do it.
Press A.
I didn't even...
Yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I want to see... This track we didn't do. We did... This is the track we just did, right? Theoretically? Even though it felt the same as that track? I don't know. These tracks blend together. If this one isn't a fucking snow track, then... Tiger Chimera says, I wonder how many tracks there are, because the 90% speedrun for this game is 48 minutes. Slime Generator says that kart racer levels over 3 minutes should be punishable by death. I agree. I don't disagree.
Seek therapy.
It's
Seek
fucked
therapy.
up. Yeah, it is fucked up that he
Loneliness
says that.
epidemic.
I was gonna say it's fucked up that Ben has an ability that no one else in the cast has, which is the ability to play as 3 of the other characters in the game, like a Shao Kahn type situation, or Shang Tsung, I mean to say.
Yep.
Fake Mortal Kombat fan reporting in. I guess it is his game. But like, what if Mario in Mario Kart could like turn into Super Mario and then just like have an advantage over all the other players, or like turn into Fire Flower Mario and just have a constant ability that he could always use, just like an on-hand item all the time?
I mean, technically in Double Dash, there were character-specific items. But everyone had a character-specific item, and not just Mario. Fuck. Now I've lost this way. Okay, it took me too long to find where...
Bad track. Let it be said.
I mean, you win, because I got stuck on something, and, like, the way this thing goes, there's no way I'm coming back from that.
Unless I fuck up.
What's happened to my speed there?
I'm gonna snake just to charge my meter up, and I'm gonna slow down the process. I'm gonna willingly slow down. In fact, let me just, in the interest of competition. All right, picking up
That's
speed
better.
now. Yep.
I hope that was like the last lap, just sort of being like, all right, pick up speed now, over.
There's a big chill coming.
Now you can feel what it's like to get iced.
Yeah. What? Okay. So is that an ability I have? Oh yeah, that's an item. It's not like I'm gonna catch up anyway, so.
Yeah, no, this is... It's so hard to close the gap. God, this game is fucking boring, too. This is, like, sauceless is definitely a good word for it. I would just say, like, I think the key issue here is that there's, like... There's just not enough going on at any moment in time. They need to have more disparity between characters and their speed and stuff, so that there's characters who are like naturally faster, who are getting ahead of you naturally, so the items actually come into play more, or just something. I don't know. Maybe it just needs like
so
severe rubber banding.
It's so unengaging. There don't seem to be any items. Okay, so say what you will for Mario Kart feeling like bullshit. It has items that let players in the back close the gap. I don't think we have that here. Like, if you're really far behind, it seems like all your attack items are only for people, like, right in front of you. So there is no way of, like, evening the field back up.
Yes, that is absolutely correct.
Yeah, I mean, you know, people hate blue shells, but stuff like that exists for a reason.
I think what would fix blue shells if they just weren't available in the last lap. Like this, they talk about Mario Kart balance fixes. Like if this, you couldn't get blue shell at the very last second on the very last lap. I think that would clear up a lot of people's issues.
Again, like when I was playing the Sonic Racing test, one thing I liked was that their blue shell equivalent still let you go forward. And you could spec yourself in such a way that you recover faster from that if you want to protect yourself against it. And also, there are items that just nullify it. And they're more readily available than the ones in like the later Mario Karts that do that.
I suffered a major slowdown, crashing into a corner and then failing to realize I need to reverse out of it, and I'm still in first.
Why is that turn so bad? Why do I always slow down at that
It
one
happened
turn
to you?
back there?
Okay.
Yeah. Happened to you too?
Yep. For the first and only time in this race.
What is wrong with that turn? This also, I legitimately feel like I'm about to fall asleep.
I so won.
Oh my god. Ben 10 fans deserve better than this, I assume.
I'm gonna go ahead and say the Wii version is probably better.
And the Wii version also fucking sucked. But, if I recall correctly. I mean, I assume all these games fucking suck.
Yeah.
That's going to do it for Ben 10 Alien Racing on the Nintendo DS. If you're still with us, if you're still awake, congratulations on surviving. Next up, we continue down the licensed trail. I believe we played a DreamWorks game previously. I think it was Madagascar Kartz previously in the series. Two of them, a DS version and a Wii version. And now we have DreamWorks Superstar Kartz. So the broader DreamWorks UWA, which, Madagascar Kartz also had Shrek in it and other characters from things that were not Madagascar Kartz. So I guess I'm not sure what the difference really here is going to be, what the distinction here is going to be. But we will see. This is a November 15th, 2011 release. Developed by Virtuos and published by Activision. Just to get all that info out there. And is someone still updating the Twitch category for this? Appreciate it if so, if anyone's still awake behind the wheel on that end. Well, let's get it on.
They made another one of these like 2 years ago.
Did they?
Yeah. We're not gonna do it on the show. Like unless we coincidentally already own it, we're not doing that one. But they did try it again. And that one was a Game Mail published game, so it's good.
This is a theme song to DreamWorks. Remember how all the DreamWorks movies open with the sick guitar riff? DreamWorks! We make the movies. DreamWorks, yeah.
Everyone's from Steven Spielberg's nightmares. Dun, 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 dun.
Cool. Good settings. Good options. Perfect your racing championship. Challenge yourself to big fun.
So you have to collect DreamWorks logo, one word.
I guess I'll do 100cc. Wow! That's all you get from the start is 3 fucking characters, and the rest have to get unlocked.
They should let you play as Ginormica, and you just cheat by being such a bigger car than everyone else.
Isn't this kid supposed to ride a dragon? Oh, there's the dragon.
Yeah. No, his dragon got turbo teamed into a car.
And fucking Shrek.
I look good in green.
Voice acting.
Wind. At least these tracks are going from place to fucking place. Pure race. No items or special moves. Special moves are allowed. Only mine and exploding items are allowed.
Tiger Chimera says the slime guy isn't even from a good movie. Didn't people like Monsters vs. Aliens? It's not like a household name like Shrek, but I thought people liked that one.
So this challenge mode is just less items. Only specific types of items allowed in a given race. That is what challenge mode amounts to. So I guess what's the...
I know Pure Race was one of them, if you were
no items,
DreamWorks
no
racing
special
purist.
Moves. Yeah. Fuck, I'm just gonna do championship mode then if there's not a distinction here. There's not anything meaningful.
Ah, the perfect choice.
Did you see that little animation?
I looked at chat.
He was flipping from left to right for the load screen. I'm sure we'll see it again. You got a jump button. And this builds turbo. I missed the DreamWorks logo. Do I have the annoying orange as the annoying pumpkin here? Is that what that balloon icon is? Is that my item here?
fish. Are these items from different movies too? Because I can't tell what they are.
Hop along, Cassidy!
Can you read that message, whatever it is? That encourage.
Yeah, Bob says, stick with this one. I hear there's a really sweet Normandy track for the Saving Private Ryan rap. I don't think that was technically DreamWorks.
Oh no, my car got turned into candy. Or something. You know, this one at least feels like a kart racer. This one is unmistakably a kart racer. It doesn't make it good, but it at least, like...
It qualifies at the very least.
Yep.
That
Why?
jump sucks.
That jump sucks so bad.
DreamWorks was only animation, right? Or am I wrong?
Don't ask me. I don't watch kids shit if I can help it.
No, they did live action too.
I think there was a DreamWorks logo here. God damn it. Well, I'm gonna sacrifice the race to get this DreamWorks logo. As long as I was there. This boost item is the worst.
DreamWorks did make Saving Private Ryan, so yeah, you didn't watch that kid shit. I thought DreamWorks was only animation. Go on.
Building up turbo takes so goddamn long in this game. I know I need to be doing this more, but at the same time, it's still a slow grind. And this turbo item that you use have to keep mashing. It's like the golden mushroom from Mario Kart if it sucked. Look at Chuck celebrate. Yeah.
Yeah.
See those 2-frame animations they have on the load screen now? Did you see that for the zebra?
I look at chat again. I need to stop looking at chat when nothing's happening.
There we go. Finally, excuse to build up some goddamn turbo here. And I even got the DreamWorks logo by accident. I think that ability is like your lightning equivalent because it turns everyone's carts into gingerbread men carts, which, as we all know, are slower because they don't have they don't run on fuel; they run on candy.
You know, getting those sounds like a good idea until you get out of the city and there's no candy refill stations anywhere.
God, my ability sucks.
Like, when you use your Shrek Scream ability, it just sounds like Barney from The Simpsons.
Whoa!
No, that's not what he said.
No, I was right. I was thinking Barney Rubble in my brain, even though you clearly said Barney from The Simpsons. Yabba yabba doo.
That's him.
I need to remember to take the shortcut because I assume there's probably gonna be a DreamWorks logo hidden here. Like as a reward for figuring out the shortcut on the map? No?
No.
Is it just 2 DreamWorks logos per track?
I don't know what's worse, that your collectibles are DreamWorks logos, or they just call them DreamWorks logo.
I mean, yeah, it's
And
pretty.
I saw the animation now.
It's pretty dry just to call it a DreamWorks logo. You know what I'm thinking?
What?
The next game we're supposed to play is Mario Kart 7 tonight. And then we have two games after that. I'm almost thinking, like, what if we saved Mario Kart 7 and we just... I don't know.
Repeat that sentence.
Do we hold off on Mario Kart 7 for tonight? And just, like, end on relatively on time for a change with this? Because I'm so bored of these games.
Alright, the question is, when will we get back to Mario Kart 7?
Yeah,
Consider we do things chronologically and by general... What do they come out on this?
Oh, that was... Oh, I guess that's the sky out there. I thought that was... I'm not sure what it was. The map geometry and geography here sucks. This is a horrible track. This is a horrible game. Believe it or not. Oh! Go to hell. I have to finish this cup, though, so we have new tracks to race on when it gets to the multiplayer portion of this. And hopefully, if I collect enough DreamWorks logos, we have more than 3 characters to fucking pick from, too, when we get to that point. Ugh.
I can't tell if you've been powered up or powered down.
Yeah, neither can I. I can tell you is that I've been stuck in last place on this track because it sucks. Oh my god, my power-up that was supposed to, like, even the race out, that was supposed to rubber band me, got canceled. Someone else hit me with something, and it's just like, no, you're not catching up. They keep giving it to me in an attempt to get me to catch up, but... Ay, fucking yay. Well, this is the last track in this cup. May the best DreamWorks win. I hope it's me.
I was going to make a joke about saying what character actually is the best DreamWorks character, but I got nothing.
It seems like our chat had a lot of thoughts about DreamWorks movies, and I'm just like, man.
They got on a Monsters vs. Aliens tangent for a while.
It's so weird having young fans.
Slime got real excited when I mentioned the giant lady character.
Well, that's just for other reasons. It's less pure reasons. Let me just disparage my chat members real quick.
Yeah.
Worth it for that DreamWorks logo, presumably.
If you think about it, this is a real gory game. They're throwing, like, dissected fish at you a lot.
That's true. That JPEG approached me.
Yeah.
That transparent PNG got the better of me.
Incoming GIF. That's such a primal scream coming from Shrek. I can feel the pain in it.
He's internalizing how I feel right now playing this game. Go, my dragon. I think that saved me. I think whatever that attack was that got done to me saved me, ultimately. Won't save me for myself, though. Cloud Cup has been unlocked, thank God. Got 23 total points. Medals podium. It just shows a picture of Shrek and no one else.
It doesn't even show a full picture of Shrek. He's like just off screen.
Who should I unlock with my, Oh, I only have 10, so it's a DreamWorks logo, so I can only unlock Madagascar characters.
Or Donkey.
Now, you really have to fucking grind in this game, huh? Maybe I'll have more DreamWorks logos for playing multiplayer against you. Maybe they will...
Probably not.
Let me get this launched for you. I know you've been clamoring to get into this. I know you're super excited.
Yeah, I've been sitting here wondering if another energy drink will give me a heart attack or not. Like, how much do I want to complete the show and how much do I want to not make it?
Well, we need to do some plotting after the show today, so maybe, just maybe, you should make an effort to stay up a little later.
Now, do I have to go back out into...
It's saying I have no
challenge
signal.
mode?
No, it's
I have
not.
to go to challenge mode.
No,
and
it's
then-
not. It's just multiplayer. But the problem is that I have no signal in this for some reason. You try hosting. You try going to multiplayer, create a room.
Okay.
How? Why? Why? You can see like the Wi-Fi
Yeah, I have no
band.
signal either.
Why is it doing this? Why is it like this? I wonder if that just means that the...
Oh, you know what? Silk Song just came out.
Ah, fuck!
All down.
Okay, let me try something. We're gonna relaunch the game. I'm gonna launch
All
2
right.
instances of it, and let's just see if that signal issue is still an issue. New instance. Get you back in it. What the fuck? Unless this is like Wi-Fi.
Oh, wait, is this only Wi-Fi?
And they just had a server that was capable of hosting like 4 matches at any moment in time.
Oh, wait. There it is. It was there for a second. It was there for a fleeting moment. You saw it?
Yes.
Connection errors occurred. Okay. So
Try it again.
I'm going to back out, start it up again, and I'm gonna... No, shit. I jumped the gun. Alright. Wait for me to get back in. Hit it. Connection error occurred.
What the fuck? What other settings do we have here? Host LAN game. All secondary instances will be closed. Let's try this.
Alright, LAN party.
I just want to see if this makes any sort of difference. No, that doesn't work. I can't use that. I don't think we can play multiplayer in this one. I don't think this is the first time either. I think other games have fucked us in previous ways on the DS, haven't they?
Well, that'll do it.
Yeah, that'll do it, I suppose. A little frustrating to not be able to show off the multiplayer. I'm sure it's just
shucks.
races. I'm sure it's just standard shit, but still would have been nice to be able to find out. To be able to like rank it fairly for whatever the fuck that's worth.
Well, I'm gonna go get that energy drink while you introduce the next game.
Yeah, fuck it. You know, we're just gonna do it. We're only 2 hours into the show. It feels like it's been 4 fucking hours tonight already. But that's how Cursed Kart Racers always goes. So let's give him the full Monty, Jarky. Let's go ahead. Let's play the Mario Kart game tonight. Let us play Mario Kart 7 for the Nintendo 3DS. Released December 4th, 2011. Developed and published by, who's this, Nintendo? Interesting. Let's get it on. This one's going to be single player only because I don't know how to do Citra net play. And also, it just seems like that'd be a lot of work, potentially. And we're not about doing work here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. There are currently no Mii characters in the Mii Maker. Well, shit. There's also no audio here, or... Oh, there we go. Why so loud? Let me turn this shit down. Alright, cool. We got... Actually, you know what? Is there a way just to... Okay, you'd have to do, like, public game lobby, so Chucky would have to get a copy of Citra on their end, and I don't think we're doing that. Johnny's saying audio's still a tad loud. Well, it is what it is. Because I see the levels, and the levels make sense in my eyes as I look at the odometer, as I look at the decibel register. I think it might just be that song in particular, that title screen song, is particularly loud. Alright, we have Grand Prix, Time Trials, Balloon Battle, and Coin Runners. Probably do Grand Prix. Probably behooves us to do Grand Prix, huh? I'm assuming there's more than just 8 characters in this game, right? That isn't like a throwback to Mario Kart 64, that you probably unlock more characters as the game goes on. Would be my assumption.
Okay.
Birthday Girl. Standard. Let's do Birthday Girl. I'm festive like that sometimes. Monster, Roller. Wow, what a selection. All right, yeah, I remember how this works. These are the classic tracks. These are the contemporary tracks.
Let's go.
Let's see what's new in Mario Kart 7. Why don't we? Good luck to me. And, you know, I apologize that you're not seeing this in 3D the way it was meant to be seen. But I can't see 3D at all, so...
I'm back. Yes, this game has more than 8 characters. I didn't remember them not being all unlocked from the top. Okay, I had this game. I liked it. Not as much as DS, to be honest. But... probably the best we're going to get out of the 3DS.
Why does this feel so fucking slow? Is it my choice of character?
What CC are you on?
100 CC.
That's probably why.
Oh no, don't spurt on me. Oh man.
Okay, so blow into the microphone and that'll get that off.
Ah, that's where the hand glider comes in, I see. It was definitely essential. Is that the game's gimmick? Is that like the new thing this game brings to the table? It's just that?
Which is... Did I miss what it was?
The glider. The fucking glider.
The glider. Yes, yeah. That is new, yes. There are some other new things, I think, but glider is the big new one, I think. Yeah, I forgot that was in this one. I remember it mostly from 8.
What variables could there possibly be for the glider here? Because they had like the wheel, they implied that you unlock more glider types.
There are stats tied to them. I think like every vehicle part will affect all the stats in their own ways.
That seems
So you
needlessly fucking granular in the way that I hate all these modern Mario Karts for overcomplicating shit.
I feel like for at least like a casual playthrough, you kind of don't need to pay that much attention to it. You can just go vibe-based.
Yeah, but, you know, in multiplayer, which is, I think, like, you know, the actual appeal of this shit, which is like so awesome that we can't show it off here. But, like, when you get to, like, you know, friends who, like, are picking the meta characters or whatever.
I'm not sure how strong the meta is in this game compared to something like DS. Because in DS, in DS and in Wii, it was, like, pretty set in stone in terms of, like, you needed to do this. I don't know how much that applies to 7 and 8.
I can't wait till I can switch this to 150cc. Ooh. Oh, I think I hate the hand glider. I think it was better when it was just like in Mario Kart 64 where you take the boost pad and then it just automates you on some sort of line and then you land in the designated spot where you're meant to land. I don't know what adding like control over that up and down sailing adds to the game.
There are points where you can find different routes based on if you're going up or down. Or side to side. Do I have this for Citra right now or not?
It'd be very handy if you did. We can make an attempt to play the multiplayer and then ultimately fail when we don't figure out the lobby system.
I currently don't.
Maybe between races, I will send you a file.
Cookie recipe?
Yeah. I want to celebrate after the show in style with some of that dark chocolate chip, if you don't mind.
Oh, right. I should have this energy drink. Yeah, here I would just land.
Daisy Kart. Daisy, not playable from the start of the game. Be nice if she was. Do you see how close I came to disaster there? How that green shell hit me at the last second, and how if that had, or past the last second, after the last second.
I think the thing is, because I've been thinking about this lately, in terms of the idea of being Mario Karted, I think you just can't have a racing game with weapons that, if you want to avoid like the idea of being Mario Kart, of getting sniped at the last second and losing all that progress, you just can't have a offensive racing game. Because like, if you're gonna have some means of attack, then that is just inherent that you could get attacked at the last second.
I kind of like
that doesn't
this.
only just.
This is cute, by the way. The fact that the audio, they have like, the low pass filter on it or whatever. I mean, does it meaningfully affect the gameplay at all to be underwater? No, but you know, it's at least like a nice, like, makes you think it might.
I think this game in particular has some really nice tracks, like aesthetically. There's a music track in this game, as in there's a track whose theme is music that like I love in this game.
I will also say, to your point that you were making.
Also, Thrasher Darkrai says being underwater actually does affect your kart's physics.
I believe
Go
it.
on.
To the point you were making about, you know, like not having offensive items. I think, like, you know, the essence of, quote, getting Mario Karted isn't this, you know, like, you know, the fact that you can get hit at the last second. Though it is, like, you know, traditionally refers to being hit at the last second. I think like the issues arise from the inability like to defend yourself in those situations, where I guess they've made countermeasures for that. Like, you know, you could theoretically like jump over things coming at you. It's the inescapable like attacks. And also it is the fact that some attacks can hit from last place to first place, right? Mm-hmm. Like your blue shell. If everything was just line of sight, then, you know, you wouldn't have reason to complain getting hit the last second by a green shell. It would just be, you know, on you for letting someone get an item, for not denying the item to them in the last seconds. Or, you know, it's kudos to them for saving it for that moment.
I don't remember if this is the Mario Kart where they added a counter item to blue shells, or if that was in 8. But in either case, in whatever one they did add it, and since then, I feel like that counter item doesn't come up often enough. And there is some recourse, I think, to the blue shell. Like, there is a way to skillfully avoid it, but, like, it ain't easy. I don't know how to do it.
Oh, I'm about to get...
Main Dog says the horn, yeah.
There's that red shell at the end. I saw it coming on the minimap. I saw it on the bottom screen coming for me.
Oh, see, you were just saying that you can't get mad at the green shell.
It's fine, because I, you know, didn't, like... I'm still in second place in that race, and I'm still in first place, so ultimately it's fine. And this should be the last track of this cup. And then I will switch to the retro tracks.
And then you'll send me the cookie recipe.
Oh, right, I need to fucking... Yeah. I'll do that between cups then, I suppose. Remind me after this race is done.
Okay.
Remind me about cookies. This track doesn't scream Mario Kart to me. I'll be honest with you.
Well, I mean, you know, you make 7 games. You gotta find themes somewhere. You know, I will say, though, this more says Crash Bandicoot to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Don't forget,
here. Yeah.
Don't forget that this game does have slipstreaming, which is not super important now that you're in first place, but. I also wonders how glacial 50cc is.
Let's not find out.
So, in my memory of having played this, and I think the conclusion that you might come to at the end of this, is that this isn't as good as Mario Kart DS.
Nah, it's definitely not striking me as living up to that.
Like I said, I did enjoy this game. I don't think this is a bad one, by any measure. But I still think, spoiler alert for the other Mario Kart once we get to it eventually, but I think Mario Kart DS is still my favorite in general. I don't think any of the ones past that ever managed to capture the fun I had with that.
And for me, it's always going to be Mario Kart 64. It is the only one that, I would ever, seek out to play. Or if I saw people playing it, I'd be like, let me get in on that. But, it comes down to, and, I think what we're ultimately, discovering about our tastes in these kart racers and these driving games, is that we do have particular tastes. And for me, I appreciate simplicity above all else. I just want immediate accessibility. I don't want a lot of fucking gimmicks. The items are the gimmicks. The items are gimmick enough. I don't need there to be layers of customization to our karts in these games. The stages can be as straightforward as they want to be. And that's my ideal Mario Kart, is Mario Kart 64. And just as it goes on, they keep adding all this extraneous stuff that I understand the appeal of and purpose of. to make these games unique, to say that they're iterating in some shape or form. But, again, beauty and simplicity for me, please.
I think it comes down to controls for me more than anything else. Like, they can be complicated, but if the game feels good, then that's what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah.
Well earned, May. Well earned.
Grab that.
Oh, cookies, thank you.
You might be feeling a bit peckish, so.
Yeah, I just finished my last junk list right there.
No characters unlocked for that. Not yet. Race alone for the fastest record. Pop your opponent's balloons. That's your classic mode. As many coins as you can. You know, this reminds me of the monkey mode from Kart Kings. It's good to see Mario, you know, ripping off contemporaries on the market, taking their ideas for themselves.
Learning from better games and trying to apply it.
Why is Koopa unlockable from the start? Okay, so what is the classic Mario Kart lineup? I'm trying to remember who
you know
would
what?
be here
In the original Super Mario Kart, Koopa was one of the original.
That's true. So I guess it's a throwback to that. But
This actually does mirror the original SNES game.
that makes sense. Wario. This would be Wario spot in 64. That's what I'm trying to remember. Birthday girl.
It's birthday girl.
Take the standard cart with the what wheels do I want? I guess I'll take the monster wheels just because I think it's a funny bit of contrast. I could keep playing new tracks, or I could see what some of the old ass tracks look like reimagined here. Let's do that. Do they have the same music from the original games too? That'd be a cute touch.
They're probably remixes. Oh god, bad idea. Having both things playing at the same time.
There we go. That's that classic song. Now it is remixed. There's different instrumentation at the very least.
Different arrangement.
Yeah. This track I know like the back of my hands. Yeah. I picked 150cc, right?
I don't remember. I was busy baking the cookies.
I believe this is 150cc. I believe I picked correctly. This still feels glacially fucking slow to me.
Maybe let me check consensus online.
Maybe this would seem faster if you were playing in 3D.
Yeah, maybe.
Say? Yeah, I'm not feeling this at all.
Yeah, this is apparently a common thing people are saying online, that this game feels slow in general, compared to Mario Kart DS for sure.
I want to take off and fly if I spin this quick enough. Fuck. Well, I blew it. I got blue shelled and I wasn't even first. Man, I got nothing to say about this. And that could just be because of the fatigue of playing so many goddamn kart racers.
Possibly.
Oh, whatever that was,
Ty-
that let me come back at the end, was handy.
Tiger Chimera says, I wonder if the reduced speed is to make the 3D effect not as nauseating. I can see that being constrained. I would believe that. I would believe that could be a consideration as to why it's slower. But yeah, that seems to just be the case, that this is a slower game.
Oh boy, we got a GBA track, which is basically just an SNES track.
Magic Meow says, I think part of it is kart racer fatigue, but I think this is also generally considered one of the weaker Mario Karts.
You can tell this is a GBA track because it's all fucking 90-degree angles.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bottom of our Mario Kart rankings, right? Is that GBA one? That's the worst Mario Kart we've played according to the rankings?
I think so. I think it is.
Which
You may like once we get to.
You gotta be pretty bad to be worse than SNES Mario Karts.
I was gonna say you may like when we get to Mario Kart 8 that they added 200cc by that point.
Watch me complain about being too fast. I'm calling my own shot there. I'm gonna complain. It's like, this is too fast. Can't control this one bit. There's total hypocrisy coming from me, as it often does here on the Bad Game Hall of Fame. I'm nothing if not horribly inconsistent. Consistently inconsistent.
Like saying you can't get mad at getting hit for green shell at the end, and then saying, "Oh, I'm gonna get mad. I just got hit for green shell at the end here."
Yeah.
In the same race.
Yep. In the span of like a minute. Yes.
Sunturner says, "Man, before Mario Kart 8, they really left these retro tracks as is." And yeah.
Can't mess with perfection.
Well, once Mario Kart 8 happened, they started doing that. Oh, sucks to be him.
I'm doing horrible in this track for some reason.
I also heard people online saying that 150cc is kind of hard in this game. But maybe it was just people who were bad at saying that.
What's the next track in this? Did you have the game running, by the way?
Yes, I do.
We'll see if we can
Thrasher
figure out multiplayer.
Professor Darkrai says 200cc was originally added to Mario Kart 8 as DLC, but it's a base in the Switch. Yeah, I believe when we get to Mario Kart 8, we're just going to play the Switch version.
Yes.
For simplicity's sake.
Nostalgia for the Wii era tracks showing up here.
Now, the Wii was retro by the time this came out, you know?
What, in 2011?
Yeah. That was a discourse online recently, wasn't it? Like, what counts as retro?
Well, it's been a discourse ever since that Toho meme, where it's the rabbit girl being like, or whichever character, I don't remember Toho's by name. I can't even visualize the panel in my head completely. I can't even. Oh, it's the frog girl, Sanae, right?
Maybe.
Anyway, it's her saying like, you know, the PlayStation 2 is technically considered retro, right? Or whatever the.
Or isn't retro. Like, it's not retro. That was only like 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Something along those lines. But I feel like that cropped up again recently, like on Blue Sky. People were, and I know Johnny was in on that conversation too, about is retro X number of years ago, or is retro like, is there a cutoff point in history where it's like, before this is retro, everything after it is not retro?
I am of the opinion that it is an ethos of design more than it is just like some arbitrary like number that keeps changing. Some like this many years ago denotes retro. Because, you know, are we ever going to look back on, like, you know, the PS3 generation and call that retro? I think not, because, I mean, I think everything past that point has been pretty iterative. Has been fairly lateral, barring, like, you know, graphical advancement or whatever. You know, design has basically solidified at this point. Game design has basically been standardized to the extent that, you know, it's, you know, anything that, you know, simplifies the mechanics is seen as a retro throwback. I guess what I'm trying to get at is just, like, yeah, I would say, like, you know, retro ends with, like, PS1, if you're pushing it, like, to its furthest. I would say that, you know, the beginning of 3D really should mark the end of the retro era of you know, standardized 3D. But, you know, PS1 you can say, I would include it. I'd be willing to go as far as to include it. But really, it should be more like things before PS1, like, you know, SNES, 16-bit in previous generations to that. That's where my cutoff point would be.
Yeah, there was that other conversation happening recently where people were talking about generations or classifying games in generations, like Gen 5 for PlayStation 1 and Gen 6 for PS2, etc. I'll get into that conversation once we figure out multiplayer.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it to my screen here, especially because I need to give IP addresses. It seems like the way to do this is for me to. The best way would be for a direct connection. Mm-hmm. I'm going to give you my IP address. Don't hack me.
Okay.
And you access by going to multiplayer, direct connect to room.
Right.
And I will create that room.
Okay, let me get that. Here.
I am theoretically hosting.
Okay,
Or it is in the process of getting to hosting.
It says unable to connect. Let me try it again.
Wait. Cancel out for now. Stop trying to connect.
Oh, it'll bomb out in a second. Okay.
Failed to announce the room to a public lobby. Okay, I see. Unlisted. There we go. Okay.
Okay.
Try connecting now. If this just works, I'll be impressed.
No. Is the port...
It's the default port.
Okay.
You know, there is an alternative here.
Mm-hmm.
Browse public game lobby. Is anything gonna happen here? No, it's not doing much. It's not enumerating a list currently. Let me give this one more shot. Let me actually go into my settings real quick and see if...
Okay.
Again, probably should have done this before the show, but we have so little fucking time to do anything between episodes at this point, just where I'm at right now in my life. I straight up don't have the time to be, like, thinking about this shit while I'm at work at this current stage of my life. Which is, you know, absolutely unfortunate, but... I don't see any, like, networking settings in the interface here.
I mean, there's web under general.
Tools. Oh, I need to... I wonder if I would need to sign up on the Citra website.
Oh.
Does anyone know?
That'll do it from Mario Kart.
Does anyone just know offhand if you need to have a Citra web service username to do local play? Because I also say that the profile citra-emu.org website not loading. So that is just not doing shit.
Oh yeah, Citra got took down, so...
Yeah, that
Right.
would parse. That would make sense. Let's
That
try.
might also be why it doesn't work.
But this should just be direct connection. This should just be like.
I mean, Direct Connect should work, yes. So that might be why Public Game Lobby doesn't work.
Try direct connecting again. Same port,
Okay.
same IP address. Just to humor me.
It says unable.
Does it give like any particular reason?
Unable to connect to the host. Verify the connection settings are correct. If you still can't connect, contact the room host and verify that the host is properly configured with the external port forwarded.
Maybe I didn't forward the port. Maybe I need to manually forward that port. I should just have like UPnP, which should universal do the port stuff. Well, fuck.
Oh well. I'll go based off of my memories when we talk about the rankings.
I'll just
Thank you for the cookie recipe, though.
You're welcome. I'll just do balloon battle against the CPU, presumably.
What do you mean connecting the internet? I didn't... Not... Citra's not doing that. The game is doing that.
GBA Battle Course 1, they keep bringing this track back. I don't know why. This is one of the shittiest things that's ever been invented by human beings, is this style of SNES track. Because Battle Course 1 on GBA is just the SNES track that they fucking despise too, right? Maybe they just like... I don't know.
I don't know.
Let's see one of their unique and original tracks. Let's try the Sherbert Rink. I didn't see the Block Towers one that I like from N64.
Now, I'm going to play a little single player off to the side here. Get a feel for it so I can say more than just, I remember liking it when we get to the ranking.
Do what you gotta do. I'll be trying to kill these CPUs. And likely failing at it. Because I chose an ice rink, unknowingly. I guess I should have figured from the word rink in the name of the arena.
So, the thing I was going to say earlier was that there was that other discourse that was going on in Blue Sky recently, where people were talking about the whole idea of console generations.
Yeah.
And there are people who didn't like the use of console generation, like, as a means of discussion or a means of, like, delineating periods of time in games. I think, like, the two arguments I saw were, one was that, I forget who said it, but it's someone who's reputable, said something along the lines of, like, it's the generations idea was just something some guy on Wikipedia made up.
Yeah, I think Phil Salvador is probably the one.
Yes, that's him.
Who's taking the most flack for saying that too, pointing that fact out.
Personally, my opinion on that is everything's made up. Like, right? Like, someone makes up terms when we use terms, because language works like that. Like, Metroidvania is a term that someone just made up, and that stuff. Although I know people don't like that. So there's some people who don't like that term either. The other thing I saw was people saying that that it excludes some people from the conversation because it assumes that you know what each gen means, and if you don't know, then it's kind of a useless delineation. Which I can understand that, but I think that also comes with the territory of any sort of conversation about something that has jargon built into it.
I think the ultimate question to ask is are those delineations important? Do they make sense, and are they important?
And I think that it does make sense. Like, I think it's useful when talking about, especially when talking about tech, because obviously, you know, that's what the generation is talking about. It's talking about the leaps in technology, which has gotten less and less important. Like, between PS4 and PS5, like, it's so nil. But prior to that, like, you see a huge change between, SNES era and PlayStation era, between PlayStation and PS2 era. But I also feel like that each of those eras kind of end up having their own design ethos in a way. Like,
Sure.
because we still say, like, this feels like a PS2 game, or this feels like a PS3 game, because there was sort of a style of the time in those generations. That I do think it is useful to say that. You have that as, like, a common, like, reference point. And I think it's easier to say 6th gen than to always say, like, PlayStation 2 and its contemporaries, like, every single time.
Sure. I mean, I saw the heat that Phil was getting for what is, I think, like a very, like, fair opinion to have about the fact that it was literally just invented by some guy in Wikipedia. There was no consensus. There was no, like, debate, or there was no, like, room of experts coming together to determine, like, where those dividing lines should fall. And I think that was, like, more the issue. And, I think also, like, defining them by bits is fucking stupid, because that's always been an arbitrary number.
The bit thing, I agree. Especially because that really, 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 really stopped being important. Like, you could say that it never really mattered all that much in terms of, like, how, things actually were. But it didn't take very long for that to extremely not make any sense to use as a metric.
So I would say, though, that I think generally the generations as they're defined by that Wikipedia user mostly line up in a sense of the word. Like, the first generation being, like, the original, like, Pong consoles and whatnot. Then, second gen is 2600 and contemporaries and television, ColecoVision. Third gen would be your NES and PC Engine, I guess, would fall under that technically.
Sure.
Master System et al. Like, I don't know, like, they're definitely, like, they line up well enough that I've never, like, really thought too much about it. I've never really interrogated it too much.
There is a point in time where it starts to fall apart, and that's when Nintendo stops making consoles at the same time as everyone else doing their stuff. When they fall out of step with, like, the rest of the industry and start doing their own stuff, like, that makes it hard to talk about.
Sure.
End of sentence.
By the way, Johnny is trying to get me to connect directly to them, and I'll let them know that it is not working. So that this probably needs to be done. We probably would have needed to, in Firewall, set exceptions and manually forward those ports. Is probably the mistake we made. But that's okay.
Yeah. Anyway,
because we can just... I played a bit of the multiplayer modes. It's fucking Mario Kart multiplayer. It's the battle mode. It's the coin collect thing. It's what it is. Not particularly exciting, compelling, what have you.
And I've been playing single player off to the side here, and I can say that it's competent. It's still good, but it ain't knocking my socks off.
Not shocking. Yeah, that's gonna do it for fucking Mario Kart 7. It's certainly a Mario Kart. I was worried about us spending too much time on it, like, making the show go over just by itself. But I think we're still gonna come in on time, at our usual time, despite playing that. So I guess it was a moot point or a moot issue that I was thinking of earlier. Well, we move along then, and in this one is also somewhat unique in that we've been playing DS games for most of the episode, but we haven't been playing DSi games, have we? So this next one is, in fact, a DSi game. It is, let me get the graphic, Kart Crashers, a DSiWare title, released September 2012 by Big John Games, developed and published. For this, I need to go into Melon DS, configure it, switch the console type to DSi before I boot the game, because that's a delineation that needs to be made.
Anyway, to wrap up my thoughts on earlier, I think I disagree with Phil Salvador on that, but I wouldn't attack him over it.
Do I need to?
So, Phil, if you're listening, no hard feelings.
They do tune in occasionally too. So, how do I? I think I need to install the game, don't I? No, I have Kart Crashers. I guess I would just go to here. Huh? Huh?
Hey, if it doesn't work, we'll get to end the show early.
We still have another game after this. So,
Yeah.
do I need to install the DSi game? What do I need to do here? I never had a DSi. This is all new to me.
Yeah, me neither. I never had one of these. I got a launch DS.
Okay. Manage DSi title. You know what? Let me close content for now. Stop. Hide that. Buy me a second. Manage DSi titles. Yeah, I forgot to install it here. That's on me. Let's just hope this that I download the right type of dump of this game in particular, that this actually works, and I'm not just spinning my wheels here. Vamp for a minute.
Blair. What was I thinking about? Oh, fuck. Turns out the Adderall's wearing off. I'm dying, Cass.
I'm
I'm
dying.
turning back into a pumpkin.
I'm dying trying to get this shit to work. It is just an NDS file. I wonder if I could just somehow boot this as if it were a DS game. I wonder if it's even essential that it run in DSi mode. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping I can just...
What do you mean my printer doesn't work? Any driver will work. They're all drivers.
Open.
What I was going to say is we do have a catch-up episode planned in the future that's pretty light. If this doesn't work, could go in the catch-up episode.
May well have to.
Yeah, Slime Gender is saying DSi stuff is so fucky to run on emulation. You need DSi BIOS, etc., etc.
I thought I had it configured.
And
I thought I had it set up. I have
she
the
says
BIOS.
if you don't have the, because if you don't launch the game a certain way, then they straight up won't work.
Great. What's the way?
We might find out on the catch-up episode.
Like I thought I had it because I had booted DSi games before. You go into console type, DSi experimental. I'll say boot game directly. DSi mode requires external. I have all those configured. The game file type. The issue I'm running into is that it asks for, when you go to the install DSi game option within Melon DS, I think I have the wrong file type because it's just an NDS file, which is like a standard Nintendo DS file. And I think it's looking for something else. It's asking for like NUS data and metadata files, which do not exist within this Nintendo DS file that I downloaded. Yeah, it's asking for an executable specifically, which I don't think an NDS file is an executable file. I don't think we're playing this tonight.
Yep, it could go to the catch-up episode. Like I said, that episode is looking real thin anyway.
Yeah. Fuck, I hate kart racers. And I hate the DS. And I hate the 3DS too. Fuck it, whatever. I mean, I guess that means we get to end early after the last game of tonight. Which I know will work, unfortunately. And with my fucking luck, this next game is going to work just fine. For it is a regular-ass DS game, not downloadable. It is Monster High Skultimate Roller Maze, which is one of the most threatening titles. Not because of the Monster Go part, but Roller Maze. I'm concerned. What if all these tracks are mazes, Charky?
A 2012 game for the DS, a year after Mario Kart 7 came out on the 3DS.
Yeah, November 13th. Developed by Game Machine Studios and published by Little Orbit. I believe there's also a Wii version of this.
When I worked at a toy store, we had so many of these like Monster High toys. I don't even know if they sold particularly well. I just know we had a ton of them.
Yeah, those are controls. This is Frankie Stein's game, apparently.
I like the skull with the bow. That's an aesthetic.
We can unlock more outfits. So you can tell this is a game for girls.
Are those outfits or characters?
I think they were outfits. I guess I'll just do a race. Spooky, creeperific, or scarifying.
I mean, how are we delineating what's more scary than the other?
Well, I guess there are characters to unlock.
Yeah. I think they were just using the exact same model and just changing the outfits to say these were different characters.
I guess I'll pick Frankie. Operetta. And, you know, let's do one for the guys. Let's put a guy on the team. Let's put Claude.
You know what? Like I said, we sold a bunch of like Monster High toys. I don't remember there ever being like a guy one.
Draculaura says, I'm bored. Would you like to lose a race to me? Voltageous fail. Folks, that's going to do it for Monster High, whatever. Now, you'll notice these are not carts. We are roller skating, but...
Right. I mean, the question is, are you going to have items? Ooh, good animation.
Now we're rocking.
All right, when we had the team thing, that's not how I thought this would shake out.
Yeah, L and R to switch characters, so I guess each of them can bank an item. Which, you know, confirms that there are items. Cool.
When does Sonic Racing Crossroads come out?
Not soon enough.
Now we're rocking.
I can tell you one thing, this series will still be happening when it comes out. No promises on getting it because just the base edition is $70 because it's 2025. That's a lot of money. Folks, it's September. 30% off, up to 30% off on new subscriptions.
Fuck.
September 25th.
You finally made it, friends.
Thank you for the raid to Squatchless. We are playing, what's the name of this one? Monster High...
Skultimate Roller Maze.
Skultimate Roller Maze.
How do I use my items?
Don't.
Not like that.
Now we're rocking. Now we're rocking.
Now we're rocking. Now we're rocking.
Frappe Fiasco asks, is this as cool as it looks? Sadly, no. Oh my god, that was one lap?
Mm-hmm.
I thought I went around the track like 4 times already.
Hours of fun.
It was only 1 minute and 30 seconds, too, so it just felt like an eternity, which is, again, always a glowing recommendation for these games when they feel like they're longer than they are.
Squatchless says she was playing a grab bag of Amiga games. Would you rather be playing just a bunch of Amiga games or doing this kart racing?
Ooh, you know, that's a good question. Kart racing is hell, but so is Amiga. You know, at this point, just because I've been playing so many goddamn kart racers, I think I would take the Amiga games just for the change of pace. Just because every time we get into this show, it feels like water torture. Past a certain point. These girls seem...
Whoa! Hello.
Well, Oh, and my controls are inverted, so that's gonna negate the say something nice. That's my new rule, is that if the controls are inverted, then so too is my having to say something nice. Yeah, I'm not sure why we fell through the floor there.
Now we're rocking.
But you know,
Now we're rocking.
Now we're rocking.
now we're rocking.
Do these items do anything?
I think that's a boost.
Time to moon up.
This doesn't look like a skating animation. This just looks like a guy, like a wallflower dancing, you know?
Yeah.
Time to move.
You're at the Walmart and you hear Matchbox 20 come on the speakers.
Time to boom. Time to boom.
I will say this
Alright,
girl
I'll take
feels
still
so much
win.
better than the guy.
Moon up.
His turning sucks.
Boom.
Hers is good.
Now we're rocking.
Hers is
I
sort
think
of
they have like weight
awful.
classes.
Yeah.
Now we're rocking.
God knows I wasn't paying attention to that shit.
Time to boom.
Do they each only have the one item?
Now we're rocking. Time to
No, I
that
think
might
it's
be
just
the
we're getting
case.
random chanced on that. Also, how far ahead of me is... Oh, I guess that answers my question, doesn't it? I threw a book at them.
I was supposed to say, did you just throw a rectangle?
time to boom.
Well, they're high schoolers, theoretically. I assume that's why the show is called Monster High, and not Monster College. Or Monster Elementary.
So earlier Bob said, there's a lot of acid and lava in this high school. You think there'd be complaints. And Tiger Mirror says, well, it's a high school for monsters. It's Adam's Family rules. Dangerous and scary stuff is default. Why have we assumed, as a society, why have we assumed that if there are monsters out there living their lives, that they always live in constant danger for fun? Like, why do we think that monsters don't want to be safe and secure on their own?
Please do not unravel in the course of our race. I wish to beat you fair and scare. Put your skates on, let's find out. That's not a response to that. Those aren't two connected thoughts. That's not addressing the claims and or statements made by that mummy girl, I presume. I don't think they worked very hard on these character interactions at all, Sharky. I think they may have half-assed
Maybe that's
this
what the
game.
show is. Maybe that's what the show is like. I don't know. Maybe in the show, everyone just kind of talks at each other, but not to each other. Approaching sound barrier.
We're rocking. Time to boom.
Why would I play as any other character? Honestly, she just feels so much faster, so much better. Not to say that she
Has
feels
this-
good.
Has this been one of the slowest nights of games, just in terms of like character speed
Yes.
overall?
Yeah, I'd say we had a few games that,
Time to boom. Time to boom.
this is me
Like, even the
boosting,
Mario
for
Kart.
Christ's sakes. And this is me barely animating as I
Yeah.
hit the turn button over and over again.
Because I like your frame one turn animation.
Okay, I'm pressing the B button.
Time to boom.
Not entirely sure what I did there.
Magic Meow says, I only just realized this game has a weird flicker, which is supposed to be like film grain or something.
Yeah, it's
I
been
don't-
doing that, yes.
I don't know if that's an aesthetic choice or just game bad, to be honest.
Time to boom.
I'm losing it, Sharky. By which I
to
mean
bolt.
the race.
That was lap one.
At least it was only a minute. I think that what got me about the previous track is that it was the same like four like halls, the four same like lengths of track were cycled over and over again. This is at least like, you know, every inch of this track looks the same because they're only using like the one ground texture, the one wall texture, the one, you know, so on and so forth. But at least like I can tell that this is, I can tell where I am. I can tell that the track does eventually end or change.
Slime generator coming with the fact here that the character you're playing as Frankie, right?
I believe so.
Apparently, in the 2022 reboot, they are canonically non-binary.
That was very fortunate of me to pick them then.
Time to bolt.
So they rebooted the show? Is it like a gritty reboot?
I guess. I don't know. The last time I heard anything about Monster High, Toys R Us was still in business. And not in like the zombie way that it might be right now. Did I say Monster Hunter or Monster High?
I don't know anymore. I'm so tuned out. This game is fucking boring as shit, by the way.
That's another theme for tonight.
Yeah. It's partly because it's so fucking slow, but partly because there's also just like, you know, very little density of items or interactables or... I also can't tell what any of these items do. The boost barely boosts. The book was
they
the
feel
only...
like they're all boosts. Okay, there's the book. There was the book. Okay, that's a mine.
Yeah.
Time to bolt. Hey, congratulations.
Wow, it was really hard to beat you, but I did it. You can't outskate Typhoon Laguna. I'm sparking at the bolts to find out. Again, I don't think
that phrase is gonna take off.
I don't think Frankie's listening. Ah, Paris.
Oh, the track is shaped like a car, which is not what you're using.
You could say it's shaped like a roller skate.
Like maybe a rock roller skate. Hey, does that exist? 1 second.
Now we're rocking. Time to moon up.
Yes.
I'm banking that item I picked up so I can use it here and see if anything happens. Nope. Ugh! Please do not collide into me. My God.
Now we're rocking.
Now we're rocking.
Time to moon up. Time to fall.
I feel like I'm like falling asleep. I know I've said that like probably several times, but hey, you know what? I'm fucking tired.
Me too. I woke up like at 6:30 this morning. I hate to leave you in your time of need, but I do need to step away for another minute.
You know, if it's a minute, then I'll, you know, be on lap 3 by that point.
Yeah.
You're missing out on a whole lap, Sharky.
Nope. I have my headphones on. I'll hear time to bolt. Be right back.
Time to fall.
It's time to bolt.
Yeah, I heard that.
Wow, I love the complete stop you come to. It's not like you skid out or have a chance to recover or that you're moving forward and like slowing down at all. It's just literally like you go from 60 to 0. Actually, that's not fair to say that we're going 60 in this game. It's like you're going from 5 to 0. Oh, speaking of, that's the worst. That is horrendous. That was a full 5 seconds where you're not allowed to play the game.
Time to fall.
That's almost unbelievable. How cruel that is. Oh, you hear that tempo change? Ah, eat shit, guy. Girls rule. I do like how they accurately capture how smoggy Paris is. As the screen like tints green and gray at various different points in this race. I used my ability. I think it's still pursuing them. Yeah, there we go. It took long enough, but it did eventually hit. Can I win? With this power up, maybe. I'm assuming this is like the star. I'm the best. Did you see me win? Sea spelt like the ocean, the sea. You get it? I'm bored. Would you like to lose a race? Did we loop?
I bet Mario Kart 7's looking real good right now.
This is the Monster High.
The titular Monster High. Oops, shoelace wasn't tied.
The music in this game is so annoying. Its instrumentation choice is not doing it for me. It's like so tinny. I guess that is the Nintendo DS.
Yeah.
This section of the song in particular. Man, if this is what high school was like, I would have maybe shown up for more days. Boy, howdy.
Yeah, if you could have killed me.
These turns are so
I wonder
hard
how
to
many.
take.
I wonder how many fan fictions there are out there
Time to moon up.
where the plot is a regular human enrolls in the Monster High and becomes the most popular kid. Right? There's got to be a lot of those.
Oh, assuredly.
Now we're rocking. Time to bolt.
There's no reverse button in this game, you see. You can't move backwards. So when you get stuck in a corner like that, it's basically a death sentence.
Are you having an out-of-body experience?
No, I don't really get those. I know we make jokes about it, but I don't really have any of that. I'm fully present. I'm fully here. I wish I wasn't.
Right.
I wish I could disassociate. I wish I could be like out of body. I wish I could be doing any number of other
Honestly,
things in any other states of mind.
Honestly, I feel like being fully present here for this game is worse. Like that feels like a trapped in your own body situation.
Yes, that is correct. That's why I wish I could be like out of mind and out of body.
Time to bolt.
Alright, don't fuck up the turn this time.
Key change!
You know, I haven't taken the left yet. I bet this is going to be so different. I don't know what
I
that cat
do this
statue does.
I do this to myself. If I'm in a different part of the country, I'm surrounded by video game consoles. I could just be playing anything right now and just be going, yeah, yeah. But no, I'm engaging with what I'm looking at.
That makes one of us.
Remember the time I was playing another game while we were doing the stream, and it was like the Garfield party game?
Yeah,
I was
Party
actively
Games
trying to
episode
play
2 or 3.
Yeah. And then I won it while also playing Devil May Cry on the side.
Devil May Cry 2 on the side.
Devil May Cry 2, yeah.
I didn't win this one.
Now we're rocking. Time to bolt.
Should have like stuck out your arm and lariated them.
I think I beat you by a thread. Oh my god, does this ever end?
Is this a joke game? Is this like a troll thing?
I mean, these have been new tracks. It's just they didn't write any character dialogue.
Is this a new track?
New is
They're
relative.
just all becoming the same thing. Okay. Fred Fiasco says, "Is there a spreadsheet of the game so far? Do we have the ranking list public or not?"
I think I've posted links to it before when people have asked. So it might
It would be in
publicly.
the Discord.
It would probably be on the Discord. It's probably not pinned, so you'd have to search for it. I'll tell you what, I'll post it after the show. I will post it again and make sure it's publicly accessible and so on and so forth. But it is just a Google Doc. It's not a spreadsheet. It's just the ranking list that we use at the end of the show. Because I'm not taking the rankings particularly seriously on this. I'll say that much for sure. Yeah, I do think we have some new... I don't think we have a new worst contender, but I think we have some like bottom
we definitely don't
20
have any
shits tonight.
Sure.
One or two in particular.
Time to bolt. Time to
This might be one of them.
Now we're rocking. Time to bolt.
Cool.
Cool.
Sick ramp.
Now
Is it time to bolt?
time to bolt.
Yeah, it is.
So I think I need to let go of accelerate because, you know, I've been looking for like a brake button, which is there, but like you can't like skid, you can't drift. It just slows you down when you hold it while moving. Actually, you know, letting go of accelerate doesn't help either. I just don't think you can fucking turn in this
No.
game. I can hit this girl with a
Pressure
book,
of
though.
Chaos says this game does not approach the sound barrier like M&M's Kart Racing. We're gonna have to like consider at the end of the show, is this better than M&M's Kart Racing? And I don't think it is. Just spoiler alert.
Time to bolt.
Depends which version, the DS version, the Wii version.
We'll get to it. We'll see.
Because I definitely can't do another race after this.
Time to bolt.
I don't have it
No.
in. Jesus fuck! That's what happens when you put like. Oh my god! Just don't have anything in your track. If you can't design like competent turning, if you haven't figured out the part of the game where you make turns, maybe don't have things you can get caught on or get stuck on, or that send you flying around 180 degrees when you collide with them. Maybe just make your track a straight line at this point, or a circle. This is a completely smooth circle with no corners or anything to catch on, to make the basic most track humanly imaginable.
This game feels like sleep deprivation.
They should have tried less hard.
Time to bolt.
They would have done better doing even less with this game in the track design. The fact they tried is a detriment. These monster girls deserve better. Little girls who aspire to become monster girls deserved better. Why?
I mean,
Why is that ramp there?
I don't think they're aspirational monsters. I think they are just by default monster girls. Like, I don't know. I don't know what the show is like. Maybe
No, I'm
they're
saying
in
that,
class
little
learning-
girls watching the show, like, little
Okay.
Susie down the street who's watching the show and dreaming of the day they become like a Frankenstein monster.
Hey, new high score. Oh, you podiumed.
Wow, we did great. They didn't seem convinced.
Back to the main menu.
Gotta see the relay mode.
How? I mean, you know what it is.
You're making a lot of assumptions about this game. They could surprise us here.
Oh yeah, I wonder what a relay race is.
I'm just gonna do this one. Just this one race. Ugh, God.
You know, there was this YouTube channel I watch every now and then. I used to watch every now and then where it was pig races. They'd have like a course set up for the pigs, and the little piglets would run, and they were running to get to the feed at the bottom of the track. And it was cute. But unfortunately, they got really deep into generative AI stuff, which weird for a channel that is watching pigs race in the countryside. But, oh well.
Prep Fiasco says League of Pigs. I watched that too.
Yeah. Yeah, at some point, like, their narrator host, who was just always like a, faceless voice, got a AI-generated pig avatar abomination. Also, they were like, in between races, they were like AI-generated images of like the races and stuff.
There are some people who would flag this as a bad game, and they'd be right. And then they would play the entire game. They would 100% this game for content. Am I lapping a motherfucker here? On lap 2? Are they, like, as I'm just entering lap 2, have they been stuck for the entire race? Hilarious if so. Anyway, the point I'm making is that some games are just boring bad, which is the worst kind of bad you can be, arguably. This one doesn't have multiplayer.
Thank God. It's to represent the fact that you can only do single player represents how alienating it feels to be a monster, to be unaccepted by the world around you. Pay no attention to the fact that we're in Monster High and surrounded by our monster girlfriends. What sort of careers await the monster girls outside of Monster High? Like, are they going to become accountants? Are they going to take, like, vocational studies?
They can be whatever they want to be, Sharky. They can be astronauts, they can be doctors, supermodels. The world's their oyster.
Sure, but, like, I guess what I'm asking is, like, do they leave Monster High to then go get regular-ass jobs? Or are they training to do something unique?
Sabira Mix says that they would be VTubers.
They would be VTubers, but they would just have a normal camera pointed at them, and they would pretend like they were 3D avatars.
They would pretend that they're a VTuber, but they're actually just analog tubers.
Yes. Yeah.
And then when
That's
fans
how they
meet
get
them
around
at
to,
the conventions, they're like, wow, this is an amazing cosplay that you're putting on of your own character right now.
Yeah, exactly. That's how they get around, fitting into society stuff. It's like the Munsters rules, basically.
We're not going to get to see
Remember
this
that Rob
ability.
Zombie Munsters movie we
Yeah, it
watched a
sucked.
couple of years ago? Oh, I loved it. It sucked, yes, I loved it.
So you know the coins on the track that power up your meter in the top right corner that give you your character ability?
Yes.
They don't respawn. So here on the third lap, I have no means of charging that meter and seeing what this Monster Girl's special attack is, unless there's a coin I left behind on this side. Ah, there we go. Cool.
There it was. Anyway, yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Don't look so sad. I'm sure you'll win sometime. You put together a good race, but I plan on getting a solid win. Oh, really? The hypnotizing wheel in the background is not helping. I think I need to close out of this game before I do legitimately fall asleep on stream here. This was Monster High's Skultimate Roller Maze. It wasn't particularly good, but we did play it. Oy vey. Hey, Charky.
Yeah,
I hate Kursed Kart Racers.
yeah. Someday kart racers will be good.
Again, I'll believe it when I fucking see it. Speaking of seeing, time we see our rankings list. Why are our avatars like this?
Because they're set to Discord for some reason, which they shouldn't be. Let me go to React.
Interesting.
Log in with Discord, please.
They must have. Let me put us duck out of the frame real quick.
They changed. No, I should be normal.
Yeah, they changed the. Try changing it just and change it back just to be sure. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Also, I just realized I'm showing this on screen. Didn't mean to do that, but whoops. Well, folk got to see a little bit behind the scenes of how this shit works. Hey, there we go. Man, the technical difficulties tonight, it's just have been outrageous. And I've seen you like have to disconnect and reconnect like 50 fucking times tonight too. So,
I just do it at this point, like out of habit, to say like, oh, maybe this will fix something.
well, here's the list.
I don't even know if anything's broken. Maybe it'll fix it.
Here is the list. Actually, you know what? Zoom in a little bit more. I tweaked the presentation of it a little bit. So we're 132 games deep. Our current bottom of the list is Donkey Kong Barrel Blast. Well fucking earned. First, Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament for the Nintendo DS. How bad was this?
It wasn't good, but I think it's at the very least better than Homie Rollers.
Where's Homie Rollers on here? I'm
That's
scrolling
like
way too high.
118. Yeah.
You put Homie Rollers that low?
Yeah.
I think it's better than more Hoon Karts.
Okay.
It's probably better than Shrek Swamp Kart Speedway.
I don't know if it's better than Pocket Bike Racer, though.
Yeah, I don't think it is either. I think New 113
Okay.
is probably more than fair to it. So there you go. Easy one to sort. Kart Kings on the PlayStation Portable.
God, that controlled awful.
It did. Was it worse than Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament on the Nintendo DS?
They both controlled awful for different reasons. I really, really, really did not like playing. What was it? It's just Kart Racer, right? If that's just the name, is Kart Racer?
Yes. Kart Kings, I mean.
Kart Kings, okay. I don't know.
I think it was worse than Calvin Tucker's Redneck Farm Animal Racing Tournament, which I feel compelled to say the full title of every time we read it out loud. I would put it... Spogs Racing.
I don't think it's worse than Home Rollers.
I don't think it's worse than Spogs Racing either. Is it worse or better than Jumpstart Crazy Karts?
I don't remember why Jumpstart Crazy Karts is this low, specifically. Is the problem.
Neither do I, but I'm sure we had our reasons. I'm just going to assume like it was... You know, let's use Lego Racers 2. Is it better or worse than Lego Racers 2?
Lego Racers 2, that was like the weird open world one.
Yeah,
was,
where
like,
it
real
felt really
frustrating.
bad, the track sucked. Everything
I would
about
put
it
it like
sucked.
maybe... I'll put like maybe one above that.
Sure. One below
At least you
Moorhoon Kart, one above Lego Racers 2.
At least you could just do a race in Kart Kings. And you got comics.
Pocoyo Racing.
For what it is one of the better ones we've done on this show.
Yes. How high are we willing to go? I'm gonna scroll down.
I would put it in the top 30. But I don't know where exactly. Not too high up.
You know, I'd play it over Sonic Drift.
Yeah, for sure.
Honestly,
I think I'd
above...
play it over Nicktoons Racing.
I might personally play it more above Super Mario Kart on the SNES.
The highest I would go is above Kursed Kart Racer. I don't think it would beat Hot Wheels beat that.
Hot Wheels beat that. Will not be beaten. 23, Pocoyo Racing.
The challenge stays open to beat that.
Let me just... There we go. Okay. Ben 10 Galactic Racing.
Alright, don't scroll too high.
I thought this was one of the most boring fucking video games I've ever experienced. You know, here's what I'm willing to give it. I remember Heathcliff Fast and the Furious being this, like, frustratingly bad. I feel like boring bad probably is at least more tolerable than frustrating bad, I guess, right? On this ranking list.
Perhaps.
I guess I would go with the game I could make progress in over the one that that Heathcliff game was weirdly, like, frustrating, weirdly difficult in its ways. M&M's Kart Racing, I did beat it on the DS. I think I will put it one below M&M's Kart Racing on the DS.
Okay.
I think this is where it's going to live. It is the new 124. DreamWorks Superstar Karts.
I'm going to leave this one to you because we could not get multiplayer to work on this one.
It was fine. Very middle of the pack. You know, I could just put it like one above Madagascar Karts because it had a little more content in it, I think. A little more variety of track, a little more variety of racer. So sure.
Okay. I can't really mount an argument.
So that's a fine spot for it, I think. New 65. Mario Kart 7.
Okay. Top 20 at least. I think.
Sure.
But it is very solid. A very, very solid game. I think the problem is that in playing it now, in playing it again, it's not very special. It doesn't feel very special. It
Above or
doesn't
below
really
Double
feel like
Dash?
it's doing that much. I think I prefer 3DS to Double Dash. Like, personally.
Double Dash moved.
I like how Double Dash moved, but I like the handling better in 7.
By the way, people were talking about Earache, the kart racer. Yeah, go back, watch that one. That one is interesting. Deicide, fucking Morbid Angel, the Berserker, all represented. Where did that one rate again? Wherever it is, it's not high enough. It's a shit game, but just in my heart of hearts, Earache should probably be like
81.
top 20, yeah. Definitely worth going back to watch that one, though. I don't know. I don't know if I could put it above Double Dash. And I don't even love Double Dash. I just felt like, this game was so fucking slow, and that was a big issue for me.
Okay, I would at least put it above My Sims Racing.
Sure, absolutely.
I think.
I think this would be like here. I think this is okay. If you can live with this, I can live with this.
Yeah.
All right, cool. New number 17. So top 20. Kart Crashers, Dodges. The list for tonight.
Yep.
Monster High, Skultimate Roller Maze for the Nintendo DS.
You were saying being frustrating is worse than being boring. I say, what about this game?
This was frustrating and boring. It was the worst of both worlds. It's not as broken as a Nicktoons Winners Cup Racing.
Right.
It's not as offensive to me as Racers Island's Crazy Arenas. Or Crazy Racers, for that matter. Probably worse than Crazy Chicken Star Karts, though.
I would... I almost want to say it's worse than M&M's Kart Racing on the Wii.
No.
But it's because this one, honestly, to me, was like so boring to the point where I was like, please end.
Yeah, but M&M's Kart Racing is literally unplayable with a Wiimote, the way it is intended to be played.
If you want to put it above M&M's Kart Racing, then I would say it has to go directly above M&M's Kart Racing.
I didn't know you loved Racers Island's Crazy Racers so much.
It's how much I hated the Monsters Inc. game. What is this? Monster High.
Alright, fine. I'll capitulate. New 131. Which puts it in the bottom 10. For what it's worth. 140 games deep on this, more or less. Mario Kart DS, still the top of the list. Crash Team Racing, still in that top. Can't believe Mario Kart Wii got above Mario Kart 64. I can't believe I let that one slide. Can't believe Kirby Air Ride isn't above both of these, but... yeah. Eventually the series will end. I just have to keep holding on to that.
I actually tried to argue for Air Ride being higher than it is, but you were like, well, we can't just judge it on city mode.
Yeah, I guess that's true enough. I guess that's a good point past me. One of these days.
Playing games.
Yeah, we're done playing games. I'm done.
Good night.
I'm just done at this point. Let me look at something real quick. I want to see what the next episode's going to be. It's back to the Wii. The next episode sees us return to the Wii here. Oh my god, I just realized I'm showing the whole list. Oh my god, folk can see our plotting and streaming and capitulating. I keep forgetting when I'm streaming the browser tab out. But hey, that's fine. People can see the process a little bit there if they had their eyes open, if they were looking at the screen while that happened. Anyway, folks, that will do it for episode 17 of Kursed Kart Racers, a series that never ends. That's how I feel about it. That's how I assume
Yeah.
members of the audience have to feel about it too, right? Like, I know the show, this Bad Game Hall of Fame thing is supposed to be like the Schadenfreude effect, where people enjoy watching us suffer. But I really do hope that the audience is also suffering this one with us. I usually don't wish that on them. Usually, I'm fine with the compromise, with the Faustian bargain, where we suffer, they enjoy it. But, I feel like this one, people should be joining in on the pain. I feel like there should be like some shared pain here. I feel like that's essential for growth. So 2 weeks from now, we're doing this bi-weekly still. I'm seeing recommendations in the chat that are like, you might need to space these out longer for your mental health. No, I just want to get through this. I just want this to be done. So we got to keep to some sort of schedule. Be glad I haven't moved it to weekly. Be glad I haven't, tortured ourselves and the audience to that extent as of yet. And don't tempt me either. What's the rest of the schedule look like for this week? Monday, Casual Mondays, as always. Show where we play not so bad games, where we get to enjoy ourselves for a fucking change. Please to consider tuning in for that one. It's our favorite show to put on because it's the least painful. So please consider tuning in for that if you need recovery after tonight's episode as well. Tuesday, we still haven't figured something out. We got to figure that out tonight, Sharky.
Right.
Loath as I am to stay up, as much as I want to go to sleep and dream of monster girls, we need to figure that out. So we'll know. It'll always be something. Thursday, games from a hat, because we need another week.
Yep.
To stall on the Patreon poll. You know what console we'll be doing on that Games from a Hat?
I have a strong inclination towards something, but I don't want to commit to it right now. I don't want to set it in stone, but I got an idea of what I want to do.
Very good. Friday, September the 12th. Bag Game Hall of Fame, potentially. It depends on how Johnny's feeling. Depends on if they are less sick now than they were some days ago. They'll let us know. We'll let you know before Friday. And if not this Friday, then Friday after that Friday. I guess that would be the 19th. And Saturday, we also don't have anything planned as of yet for this coming Saturday, September 13th. Again, we'll figure it out. Probably a variety night of some sort, or one of our other regularly occurring segments. We will figure that out. You will know at some point before Saturday, folks. And as mentioned, the next episode of Kursed Kart Racers will be another Wii episode, a return to the Wii, the final Wii episode, thank Christ. And that will be September 20th, Saturday, September 20th. And that's what we have to look forward to. That's what's on the docket currently. So, hey folks, thanks for tuning in. If you like what you saw here tonight, you might consider joining the Discord server, discord.gg/bghof, a community of connoisseurs. Talk bad games, talk good games, every game in between, things that aren't games, etc., etc. You know the spiel by now. And come hang out with us and then also participate in that Bad Game Club. Play Burnout Legends for the Nintendo DS. If you saw all these miserable kart racers for the DS and you want in on that, if you want to know what it is to fucking suffer like Cass does, then go ahead and play Burnout Legends for the DS for just a taste, just a smidge of what we go through for you people. And also you can hang out with us in calls on Discord. So, just to finish upselling the Discord there. And hey, if you really like what you saw here tonight, you might consider pledging to us on Patreon, subscribing on Twitch, becoming a member on YouTube. Any or all of the above will grant you access on the Discord server to a Patreon Saints channel, wherein you can vote in polls, determine the playthroughs that we do, make suggestions, help steer the direction of the show, much like a steering wheel, like in a kart racing game. See, I tie all these things together. I'm brilliant in that way. You get access to exclusive content, exclusive VODs, exclusive conversations with us in the Patreon Saints channel, and you will have our eternal respect for helping keep the lights on, for helping fund this goofy-ass show that we put on. If you can't financially support us, at this current juncture, we completely understand. If you're still looking for a way to help the channel out, help the show, you might consider sharing episodes off of our YouTube channel, off of our VOD archive on there, with folk that you think might be interested in this bad game thing we do, in this shtick of ours. If you are hard up for what you should suggest, we have a playlist called Suggested Viewing. It's 20 handpicked episodes that we think make for pretty good onboarding onto this show of ours. Or maybe someone who's a big fan of Monster Girls. You might. I imagine some folk in our audience probably have no folk like that. I certainly know a few folk who are fans of Monster Girls. Not necessarily the franchise, not necessarily the trademarked, copyrighted franchise, but it's the concept of Monster Girls. Maybe they'll get a kick out of the last game tonight. We certainly didn't, but we leave it to your discretion, dear viewer. With that, who's streaming this current juncture? Who's putting on a show of their own? Macaw45 is playing as a stream titled Anime Schoolgirl Battle Action. And we were playing as animated schoolgirls in Monster High. That's close enough, right? Well, we'll send
Sure.
Yeah, we'll send folk that way. Let them know the Bad Game Hall of Fame sent you, so on and so forth. And with that, we're going to wrap up here for the Bad Game Hall of Fame for Kursed Kart Racers. Thank you again for suffering with us, for continuing to show up to this thing, for continuing to encourage this horrible series that we're trapped in. I have been... I'm trying to think of which game I want to reference with my, I guess a Monster Girl. I have been Creepy Cassidy. That's all I got.
And I've been Languid Charky.
Boy, have you ever. Thank you one last time, folks. And for now, bye.
Good night, everybody.